the same time. Hello to YouTube. What's going on, YouTube? This I don't have an intro, I'll be honest yet, for this series. But we are here on pre-show for Grim Legacy, which will be starting here in uh 28 minutes from now. So if you're watching this at home on YouTube, you want to skip ahead past pre-show, 28 minutes is about the marker. Let me go to my video producer and make sure I've switched out my extension app to the right team. Okay, I had not. Okay. Character is missing information and cannot be selected. That makes sense. Alright, all is good there. Save configuration. Should pop here in a moment. Perfect. We're gonna have 2 blood hunters in the party from here on out. Looks like. Okay. Back to
Fun.
yeah, it makes it interesting. Alright. Back to the session. So open no, well, that's not what I want to do, but that's fine. Creation, open link, and then open link. Perfect. And then I've got that all ready to go. All is good. Okay. God damn. Today is a hell of a day. Oh, I found it. So I got my full GPA in.
Oh,
I'm finally above a 3.0 again.
yay.
Yep, that 3.11 GPA now. Straight B's for the term with a B plus to just add it up. So,
That's what's up.
yep, I'm ecstatic.
These get degrees, as everyone says.
Well, B is considered above average, so I'll take it. I mean, that's the main point I'm pushing. So, and I'll just add everyone, let them remind them that pre-show has started. All right. But yeah, and been getting some good lore written, so I'm halfway through the second age for the beginning of corruption. Um, kind of going through and doing a bit more lore work. Um, by the way, for all those wondering, Zilpip is dying today. So that has already been confirmed. Just want to put that out there. But yeah. So Fuka, how's life been for you? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Fuka's just ignoring me now. Ah, I see how it is.
Huh?
I asked you a question, you just ignore me. It's nothing new.
No, my dad called me and I had to respond.
Just ignored me completely.
Now shut the fuck up and replay your question.
No! Fuck you.
Okay then, fuck you.
God damn. Go somewhere
I'm
else.
not dealing with your fucking sass today.
Yes, you are. Because I'm the DM.
Oh, here we go, this fucking power struggle again.
Just accept it, Fuka.
No.
Yeah. You don't have a choice. You don't want a DM.
Damn straight, I don't want to.
Then shut up. You don't get to talk.
I don't want your fucking sass, thank you.
You're gonna deal with my sass and you're gonna like it.
No, are you gay? No, so shut the fuck up.
Does it? Hey, you know what? I can be as big of a queen as you if I want to.
Bull fucking shit. You
Mm,
can't handle
I can't handle it. Bitch, I've
it. I'm
got more.
sorry.
I've got
I'm
more
sorry.
sass in my pinky toe than you.
Cute.
Fuka. He talks shit when he's on the internet and won't talk shit in
I
person.
will talk shit to you in person as I done prior.
Mm-mm. Fucking feared.
The only person that I semi-fear is Wolf, because he's a fucking gorilla. You are not.
Now you're insulting the DM. That's not a good idea.
Everyone insults you.
You know what? You're right. Let's do a TPK today. I have decided it. That sounds like a fun time. Let's see. What's this song? There we go.
How was your day?
Nope.
Okay. Stop putting song choices in my mouth.
I'm probably gonna be leaving like in the middle of it because I gotta go run some errands with my parents. But I should be fine to come. Hello? Give me a second.
Wait. Hello.
There we go.
Oh, hello.
I hear Fuga. Dion? Is Dion here?
He's
Saying
being
anything?
salty right now.
I can't hear
Tread, he's being salty right now. He's not saying anything. He's just being salty.
you. He's being salty. Oh, okay.
Yes. Our typical
Yeah.
DM.
I'll have to leave kind of in the middle. Because I gotta run some errands. And my parents are like, you're coming with.
No worries.
Yeah.
How are you, Tread?
I'm good, because like the game starts when? An hour? Actually, yeah, like 23 minutes, yeah. It's okay.
21 minutes now.
It looks like the Great Horned Rat from it looks like the Great Horned Rat from Total War Warhammer 2. Well, Warhammer. I guess I should say Total War. Yeah. It's the Great Horned Rat. It is. It's the Great Horned Rat.
I don't know Warhammer, so I can't.
Let me find a picture. Oh, I can't paste it. Oh well. But it looks like it's just a very large, very skinny, very humanoid-looking rat person with horns and a skull. My
Hello.
I have returned.
Parents wanted you?
Yeah, my parents want. My mom just said something.
Alright. Hello, Fraz.
That's a great way to.
God damn it, guys. The least you could say is hello back.
No, I think a
No.
grunt is acceptable.
He doesn't have an intelligence score of 2.
Actually, it's 3.
God damn it!
I'm playing as the Chinaman, Fuka. Are you proud?
No,
The
because they
Chinaman.
spread it. They spread the corona.
I mean, he does have an idle animation where it is a cough, so...
God damn it, Shannon. Why have you disappointed me so?
What's the DM doing?
Supposedly he's a little angry.
What did you do, Tron?
I did nothing!
Oh no, that was apparently all me.
I really doubt that, Tron.
I did nothing, I promise.
He did it. This time Trent has done nothing.
Stop fucking running, bitch! Stop fucking running! Oh. Oh my god. Stop running. Stop it. Stop! The Chinaman is running. Yes, Mia. No, you don't. No, 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 no. Fuck. God damn it. He's gonna light. Nope, Sunpok Filings, he's in trouble. Medium. Oh, so DM. I'm going to be here for the game, but I'm going to leave like kind of in the middle, sometime. Shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I gotta go run some errands with my parents, and you know they wouldn't let me get out of it. So nothing I could really do there. But I should be here if it starts kind of soon. Hopefully I'll be here.
Alright, I feel better. I have my
Good.
plans. Yes, I heard you the first 3 times, Dren, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I didn't have you deafened. You would have noticed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I assumed that you just weren't there at the moment. So.
No, I've been here the entire time.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, and in
Hmm.
fact, if any of you were watching the stream, you would have seen that I've been sitting here legitimately the entire time.
I didn't pull it up.
No, that would have fixed your problem within seconds.
Yeah, probably would have. A lot of the people I'm following are streaming right now. Silent. Wait. There we go. Boom. There we go.
Used as a noun to refer to any situation which caused or contained
Hey,
the
Fuka.
death of all characters in a party.
Just to be toxic, I made
Oh,
my
God.
just to be toxic, I made my emblem in For Honor a disabled sticker, like the disabled person symbol, with the wheelchair.
Fucking damn it, Tren, why?
Just to be toxic.
You fucking elitist.
I'm not sure if that's really elitist. I'm pretty sure it's just me calling myself disabled, but we'll go with that.
God damn it, Tren.
I'm making fun of myself. I understand what the issue is. I haven't had anybody comment on it yet, though, so I'm just waiting for the day I make someone so salty and that they're just going like, oh yeah, your emblem really shows off your skill and personality there, brother. That's why I put it out. And everybody likes me. That's sad.
Probably so, yeah.
It's only up. Oh my god, somebody has the same emblem as me. Incredible.
You're not unique, Tron.
God damn it. But I want to be unique, Fraz. I want to have the purple symbol.
Please, no.
None of you pass the check. All of you feel the effect of the hex. Flex, that's the answer. Or do you forget that I'm a necromancer? Shattering the neck of the blade dancer. Making a wreck out of the dragon lancer. losing. And if you're fortunate, maybe you can get some mercy. I'm commanding this controversy. I got curses worse than Cersei. Let me take a little bit of time to celebrate and appreciate what I just did. I obliterated them off of the grid. Boy, don't play, don't mess with the kid. Giant squid. It doesn't matter entirely how I design your death. All that's important is you understand that
With a
this is
cripple
your
crew.
final breath. It's a total party kill. They shouldn't have flaunted. The heroes are haunted, cause they know that I got what I wanted. And it's a total party kill. Your devastation has given me elation. I feel like I'm on a vacation. It's a total party kill. They shouldn't have flaunted. The heroes are haunted, cause they know that I got what I wanted. And it's a total party kill. Your devastation has given me elation. I feel like I'm on a vacation. Total party kill. Your devastation has given me elation. I feel like I'm on a vacation. Yeah, it's a total party kill. They shouldn't have flaunted. The heroes are haunted, cause they know that I got what I wanted. The event of an entire group of player characters in a game being wiped out by a threat or challenge. Used as a noun to refer to any situation which caused or contained the death of all characters in a party. It's a total party kill. They shouldn't have flaunted. The heroes are haunted, cause they know that I got what I wanted. And it's a total party kill.
God damn it, DM, something like laughing.
I found what I was looking for.
Don't take your anger out on the players, DM. DM, it's not okay to take your anger out on the players.
Do it if it means we'll survive.
Do it if it means I'll survive.
It's a good thing you guys have those backups.
Yeah.
Your backups are gonna need backups. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun game.
I've never met a laggy bot before. That's interesting. I never knew
With
bots.
their
could-
internet connection.
It's a bot. I never knew bots could lag. It's impressive, honestly. Oh, it's Teletubby's baby sun face, man. Kilkseats.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It's because you're
It's
you-
trans speak. It's
you-
better to just
it's your profile picture. It looks like the Teletubby's
Oh,
baby son,
okay.
and it's just
I understand now, at least a little bit.
I'm glad.
Jesus. I'm gonna be honest, you're not gonna need those dice. With what I have planned tonight. Oh, Fuka gave me some inspiration.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm blaming this all on you.
Also, I completely forgot to write a backstory, so
Oh, I
nothing
did
is
for
known about
my,
my character.
I did for my backup. I didn't write one for my backup. So yeah, that's always. I didn't expect that we'd be needing it. I wasn't informed we would be needing it.
I found a good website for what I was looking for earlier. I'd forgotten I was looking for it till Fuka and I were conversing about something or other just a few minutes ago before you all joined in, and then it reminded me I need to look it up.
Midget porn?
Yes.
I've seen that before. It's honestly
Make-
kind of
God
gross.
damn it, no!
It really. I really need to bleach afterwards. I'm not gonna lie.
Why do you do this to yourself?
It's a funny meme.
I was just trying to figure out when Trin developed a stutter.
I don't know.
I developed a stutter.
Maybe he's in fear for his life.
I'm
Since when
not.
did since
I'm
when have I
already
had a
dead,
stutter?
so I
That's
don't know.
fair.
You just like Porky Pigged it.
That's awful.
I will be right back. I gotta let my dogs out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the World Health Organization? Is it who let the dogs out?
Shut up, Fraz.
I hate that,
Woof.
but I actually love it so much.
Ah, this will be fun.
Hello.
Oh, Wolf's here. Holy shit, we have everyone.
Hallelujah.
Wolf, say something. Oh, he must.
Wolf,
There,
Something.
there we go.
The
So he's
DM has
connected.
claimed we are all going to die, Wolf. I hope you have many countermeasures.
And Wolf,
No,
this.
you
No, Wolf, I'm sorry. Tonight's gonna be death for everyone. The DM has been planning something and finally has it all put together.
Didn't you say that last time?
Oh, well. Alright. Okay, now no more remorse.
There
Or-
was never any remorse, be honest.
There was. I was feeling bad for the encounter I just designed, but now I don't anymore, so we'll go ahead and get started.
Well, is it a balanced encounter?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, balanced for your
No.
party.
Because if it was, then it wouldn't be instant TPK like it sounds like it's going to be.
Oh, it won't be instant. It'll be long and drawn out. Last time we left off, the party managed to get themselves set up and with a couple of small minor ideas going through. Aaron retreating back to heal up with a broken rubber ducky. Agent A being tasked with following her and watching over her and ignoring that task. The party also managed to dig a hole in which we also had Wolf's lovely girlfriend join us for a few minutes in D&D where she played as... And remind me of the name again, Wolf? What was the character? What was the...
Yoral.
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 Alright, yeah. Playing as Yoral. She managed to destroy the 5 glass vials that were stood as the phylactery for the Lich that the party barely managed to defeat. Thus giving the session its whole interest. Also, at the same time, Aaron would end up getting himself shot many a times by a crossbow until Zilpip would return and decide to basically create the most gruesome warning possible. And yes, so that is basically all that happened last session overall. Other than the fact, well, I will mention this as this is the main point in our story today. Zilpip would decide that after dealing with this, to go and seek out a blacksmith who gave him the quest to return to the legendary tree that gave both Venzorwin and Ulgum their immortality, and gain the sap from the tree itself, or a piece of fruit. This tree, of course, was in Dark Elf lands, guarded by the Spider Queen herself, known as the Spidian Queen. Zilpip decided to gather up the party for a new quest and set up a small little hut inside of the main keep in order to basically let the party rest before heading out. So, with that in mind, I'm just setting up something real quick. Okay. The party awakens the morning. Oh, what the hell? That was not what I meant to do. There we go. My encounters. The party awakens the next morning. Finding themselves inside Zilpip's tiny hut. A group of guards standing outside, waiting, with Cathel standing at the forefront.
This chick.
As the party awakens, all of you are locked together, minus the small no one we will be getting to here in a moment. What would you like to do? You've all gotten a long rest, so please feel free to add that to your character sheets.
Long rest. Yay.
Mm.
Wait.
Yes. Did you have a question, Tren?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
I accidentally clicked something. Don't worry about it. We're all good.
Okay. So yes, as you awaken, you can see that there are a party of guards standing outside of your tiny hut, Zilpip, with Cathel standing at the forefront of it. What is the party's plans here? Don't all speak at
Well,
once. Yes.
I've been thinking,
Mm-hmm.
and by me I mean Zilpip, and by
Mhm.
Zilpip I mean me. I don't need to be trained by this guy.
Okay.
I don't need to be some master blacksmith. I just need to be able to blacksmith.
Yes,
That's it.
that is correct.
I'm just gonna find some $2 Chuck blacksmith to teach me the basics of blacksmithing.
All right.
Too much.
Zilpip just realized there's a good chance that the DM is planning something very dangerous in this counter idea, and maybe it's a better idea to avoid this. Wolf using his brain, as usual, to thwart all my fun plans. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yep.
I guess.
So
Oh, you've already got to
y'all
go,
have-
Tren.
Already leaving. Yeah, I didn't think that
Jesus.
it'd be that soon. All right. I might be back. I might not. Let's see. Bye.
Alright, so now everyone could kill
Wow.
Aaron.
I
Alright.
cast reverse grab. No.
Alright, Fraz, I'm gonna put you in charge of Aaron's character sheet.
Sure.
Cool. Alright, so yes, as you're looking about, you can see that the entire tiny hut is surrounded by guards. They look armed. None of them have drawn their weapons. It's about mid-morning by this point. The sun has risen, but is still just peeking over the walls, the small wooden palisades. The smell of fresh baked goods is on the air. Cathal looks irritated, so with her normal appearance. And yes, all of the guards still bear the mark of the Black Talon.
Are they looking at us?
Yep. Well, they're staring at the where the tiny hut is.
Can I help you?
Well, you're still in the tiny hut and no one can hear you on
They
the
can-
outside.
They can hear through
Okay.
the tiny hut. Sound travels through, but magic and physical objects do not.
That's right. Cathal just puts her hands on her hips and waits.
What do you want?
She continues to wait.
Someone's busy.
You think they're here for me?
I think they're here for the queen.
Yeah.
Fraz? Use
I think-
Aaron.
Oh. Well, she's just gonna step out there. I thought, you know.
Okay. As she steps out, the guards grab her and put her in handcuffs.
Oh.
How many guards are there?
You can see roughly around you. There's probably around 50 of them.
Alright, what's the play?
They're not gonna stop. You know, they know you well enough to bring an army.
I can carry Aaron. Forcibly pull her in.
Can you? think
You
can
also
if I,
give me a perception check, everyone, if you wouldn't mind.
mhm.
That's an 8 on Machina, which is
Okay.
shit.
Aaron doesn't have to roll. Aaron's already in handcuffs.
Kinky.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Robert?
What up?
It's been a while.
17 plus 13.
Okay. And then Zilpip.
11.
Alright. Hey, Janae, let me send you a quick PM.
Okay.
There we go.
That's not healthy. Guys,
What?
Yeah.
Spit it out.
Venom is here, pissed off.
Interesting. Is he still
Yeah.
fat?
Well, DM.
Royce?
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry.
Oh,
Nope, he's not fat anymore.
gotcha. Okay. Whew. Alright, real quick. Early in the morning. Gonna give my big ol' thunker a thunk blast
Okay.
and boost my intelligence.
Okay.
Because that seems needed at this moment.
Okay, Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, Zilpip, he's also gone Super Saiyan.
S- like blonde
He what?
hair, spiky hair, kind of thing.
Explain yourself.
Okay, so instead of the original blonde hair super thing, he's gone full bright
Blue?
red. Bright
That's
red.
Kaioken.
Yeah. And golden eyes.
Golden eyes.
Yeah.
That sounds like he's being possessed. Or,
Oh, that's a
or the DM
Roxasha.
really just
Zilpip,
wants to...
I have a question for
Oh,
you.
right. Yeah, what's up?
Can your thing be dispelled? I believe it can, can't it?
It can if it...
I'm pretty sure it's a touch.
It has to... Yeah, it has to beat
Okay.
a
The
certain
spell.
number.
It's a spell attack, correct, on your DC? Let me check.
It would be... No, it would be
DC is 10 plus the levels.
10
The spell's
plus...
Okay.
spell's level.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good
And
to know.
he has to roll Arcana. It wouldn't be a spell attack.
Okay. Well, as
No, it's a spellcasting ability, so whichever one he uses.
okay, one sec. Let me check something. I'm writing this question. Do do do. Da, 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 da. Okay. Alright, so okay, for each spell, 4th level or higher, the target makes an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Okay. So Zilpip, as Agent A mentions this, you suddenly see as Tenem comes charging straight at it with a very large sword in hand. For what looks like a great sword, and looks very angry. He is going to go ahead and cast Dispel Magic as he grabs hold of your spell.
Hot.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah, you're hot.
counterspell his Dispel Magic.
As you manage to counterspell it, you still feel the impact as he slams hard into it, knocking. Everyone, give me a Dexterity check just to see if you get knocked over, or saving throw. Sorry.
Man, I
Is
just woke up. I'm probably on the ground still. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you don't have to
20
save.
I got 26.
Okay, Agent A keeps his feet.
that is a 15, 16.
All right, Machina is on his ass. As Tenem has just knocked into this thing hard, slamming it with all his might. I'm checking something. Okay. He is also then going to. Oh no. Okay, never mind. I misread an item. All right. What would you guys like to do? You now see you can now see him clearly. He is like fully hulked out. He is trying to pick up your tiny hut. And you can feel it moving slightly.
Anyone want to try to talk to him?
I mean, if we go out there, we might get killed.
Do you want me to pull
Oh
Aaron in?
wait.
Aaron's in
I
handcuffs
can-
and being held by guards.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm
there's a
going
fucking
to
Goliath.
Cast Calm Emotions
Okay.
on. Wait, you
That's
said
a
the
good
tiny
plan.
hut. Tiny hut can't go out.
Yeah,
any magic goes
cannot
out.
exit the tiny hut.
Yep.
Ah, fuck. Shit. Well, I don't want to get out there
You
and get
could
killed.
stick your head out, but it might get.
That might
You
get a,
You
that
stick
might
your
be a
hand
good
out, but it might
guillotine
also get.
movement for him.
What'd you say?
That might be a good guillotine movement for him.
Yeah, it might be.
As you're able
Pull
to.
Aaron in.
So,
Should we just pull Aaron in?
just Agent A, just to mention, since you can see, you got such a high perception score, you can see his full equipment, and I'm gonna list off what Tenem is wearing, so as you've got a good full
Okay.
eyesight. So, because I don't want to type this out, it's a lot. So first off, he's got two rings on his fingers. One is a ring of spell turning. The other is a obvious ring of regeneration. He also has a ring of feather falling on another finger, as you finally notice. He's wearing full dwarven plate, a amulet of health, a belt of hill giant strength. He has a dragon slayer greatsword, a weapon of certain death halberd,
And which ones is he attuned to? Is the question.
a brooch of shielding on his right breast. He has a broom of flying on his back. He also has a small orb of what looks to be of time. And to answer your
What's up
question,
time?
he is attuned to everything.
Impossible.
He's in-
Okay.
Nope.
You want to cast teleportation circle? No wait.
Zilpip, as you
Mm.
with your big thunker, you realize that there is only one class that could theoretically manage to pull off that much attunement.
Yep, none of them.
An artificer.
Yep, none of them.
It is. It's a level 20 artificer. Go ahead and look it up. I legit made the character sheet.
Can be attuned to as many things as it wants.
No, it can be attuned to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items.
Well, that was a lot more than 6
Yeah,
items.
that
No,
sounded like eight.
he only has to attune. Only items that require attunement are Ring of Spell Turning, Ring of Regeneration, an Amulet of Health, Belt of Hill Giant Strength, Ring of Feather Falling, and a Brooch of Shielding. Not all of his equipment requires attunement.
Dwarven plate doesn't require
Nope.
attunement. It doesn't
Neither
seem
do
like
his
that.
weapons. The Broom of Flying doesn't, or the Orb of Time. Or I believe the Amulet of... Oh, the Amulet of Health does. But yes, it is a legitimate character sheet that I did set up based on legitimate rules. That's
Want
why I
me to
like
pull
the
Aaron
Artificer
in?
class.
Well, since I just woke up, I'm gonna pick my spells for the day.
Okay. So Pip opens a book, casually starts looking at spells.
I'm picking which ones I want. This is very important.
Meanwhile, the whole tiny hut is now lifting off the ground, and you guys can feel it. It's not cracking in any way, but it is being picked up. He is now basically shoulder pressing you.
Hey Tanam, why are you mad?
Tenem does not respond, except for with a rageful grunt.
I think he's cursed, guys. Are you sure you guys should be listening to
Wait,
him?
is he enraged?
You can't tell.
Well,
He doesn't look to be. His eyes are still there.
okay.
Typically, a creature who's raged, you won't see. Their pupils will be a bit more dilated than what you're seeing with him. As you're getting a real
Let's,
up close picture of him right now.
Can he see us or just a
Nope.
normal hut?
He is literally picking up nothing from what everyone
The
else can
edge
see.
of the tiny hut is like steaming from his breath.
Yep. And he can,
Ugh.
and he is winding up. He is starting to spin.
Okay. Let's try this, right? Just cuz, little test. I'm gonna try casting polymorph
On.
on him.
Okay.
On Tenem.
Give me a moment.
What's
So it's
ring
a
of
saving
spell
throw,
turning do
correct?
again?
It is.
Okay.
Oh,
Is this
what?
spell 7th level or lower?
It is.
Then it has no effect, as the spell basically just bounces right off of him. Has his
Right.
ring of spell turning flushes.
Don't those things have charges?
That is correct, they do.
Yeah.
So Pip's trying to figure out what the fuck to do right now. You are starting to spin faster, by the way.
I think I'm getting lightheaded.
Alright. Well, should we We should, shouldn't we?
Should what?
We're leaving Aaron.
Well, you won't have to worry about that, Zopip, because as you say that, your tiny hut goes flying.
Okay.
You are now flying through the air
Yep.
at a very
Wow.
ridiculous speed.
I cast Featherfall in case for break and well.
You won't
just
take
like-
any
when we start
damage.
falling. When
you
we
won't,
start falling.
You
how
won't
about
take
that?
any damage when this thing lands. You're still, yeah. Legitimately, all he did was basically chuck you out of the city. So, as you guys continue to fly, about a half an hour goes by.
No, not.
What?
I don't like that. I'm casting plane shift.
Okay. What plane of existence are you shifting to?
I'm gonna shift to.
Wasn't expecting that, huh?
No, I was. I've just been thinking whether I want to go to the King's Head Tavern or whether I want to just make my own little pocket plane.
Also, speaking of blacksmiths, I think someone in my family might be able to do that.
That's good to know. I'm gonna make my own little place.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20, please, with intelligence check.
Sounds good. 27.
All right. You guys suddenly find yourself standing in a void where nothing exists, but you all can see each other.
Damn.
I'm just gonna sit down and meditate
Okay.
for about an hour. I'm gonna take a short rest and use my arcane recovery to get that spell slot back.
All right. As you do this, you can feel your tiny hut land somewhere far off and dispel now that you are no longer on that plane.
Mhm.
And yes, so you find yourself in a dimension of pure darkness with nothing around you, no gravity, no form. Zopip is the only one who's able to control himself in this realm. And yes,
Everybody else is just kind of floating
spinning.
near me.
hmm So, all right, after about an hour, what's the plan, Zopip?
Hmm. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I kind of want to test some stuff out here, but now doesn't seem like the time.
Probably not.
So, where does your family live?
Where does my family live currently? They're probably outside the city since they got what's it called again?
Deported.
Denied.
Deported.
They got denied. They still haven't gone into the city.
They
I
got
think.
denied?
Yeah.
Wow. That's ridiculous. Okay. Huh. Well, I don't want to go close to that city for now. I'm gonna be real.
Zopip
fair.
knows better than to fuck with the fat dwarf.
Anybody else have any ideas where we should
Isle
go?
of Man. They have some pretty good blacksmiths there.
Hmm.
We could just go to a random ass fucking city and see a
Let's
blacksmith.
not, because let's not.
Well, not
I
random, but like somewhere that's not here, random.
wait. Can you kidnap a blacksmith?
Why would we do
I can. I mean, of course I can kidnap a blacksmith. That's a good idea. Here, you know what? For now, let's
Kidnap.
just. All right, here. We're going to the beach on the
Which
island
one?
of the Rakshasa,
Oh,
where
that
I
one.
was camping out for a while.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me.
Casting plane shift once again. You find yourself standing on the beach, sensing some light magic coming from further down the beach. Nothing extraordinary, and a lot of magic coming from far, far deep into the island.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself
Well-
come across a very tiny looking creature who's been sitting on the beach in nothing but simple equipment with his fishing rod. Bring in the kobold.
He's playing Animal Crossing. You got to interact with him?
Little kobold, you suddenly, as you were just relaxing and chilling out on an island you just found yourself on one day after washing up here, not recalling anything, you see suddenly as a door opens and a small creature of humanoid-looking features walks out with a very large humanoid and another humanoid. All three look very unique, dressed up in random outfits. It's so weird to you.
Am I tripping? Is this stuff I bought bad?
as
Is
he
it the
lo-
good weed?
I mean, depends what you bought and who you bought it from.
As you
friend.
look
Yeah.
down, Zilpip, you see it's just grass. Legitimately, it's grass pulled out of the dirt.
Listen, tell you what, I know someone who can actually sell you the real good shit. It's someone I know. It's family.
I mean, I
What the
I know
fuck do you
I know where I
have? Do
can
you
get
have a
good stuff
drug
too.
cartel of a family?
I mean, I can
No.
make meth.
How
No.
about no?
I have contacts all around the world. I can find information when I need it.
Is that
But-
so, little buddy?
Oh boy.
To be fair, I'm probably like shorter than you.
5'2".
Yeah, a lot shorter.
Yeah.
So,
You also
who are
notice when you look at him, he's got some very unique items on him.
Like?
Well, I mean, he's got a couple of javelins, some daggers, some short swords, a few staves.
A
Staff?
few staves.
He's a
Staff.
collector.
I
Like
didn't
the
get any
magic staff?
magic items that I'm actually supposed to use.
Yeah, he got bad rolls. It was funny. And yes, as you just sit there, these people have just popped up. You have no idea where you are. In all fairness, you don't know what this island is. The last thing you can remember is almost drowning.
While that's happening, can I just like walk to the shore and like feel the water?
As you do,
Also,
yes, go ahead.
I don't even have a real fishing pole. It's literally the staff of frost with a string tied to it.
What
Hell
the fuck?
yeah!
You notice that the fish keep as they bite onto the hook. Every once in a while, he pulls one out. It's frozen solid. Um,
Christ.
Wait! I think we can sell that.
okay.
Sell it. I want to eat it.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick minute to run to the restroom. So we're gonna take a quick break. God damn it, as I'm trying not to laugh too hard. I'll be right back, boys.
I got a wand of lightning bolts if you want to see electrocuted fish.
Well, I
This
have
is-
a javelin of lightning. I thought about using that, but Machina is walking directly towards the water, so I thought that would have been a bad idea.
Doesn't electricity have a certain range or something?
I don't know.
Like inverse square law with regards to how
We don't
our
know math.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, because you're aerodynamic? No.
Aeronautical.
Yeah.
Smart boy. He's a
Very
smart boy.
smart boy.
why am I
Well,
gold?
you flatter me.
This is the first time I can ever see the fucking sea. I think
The first time he's
Joy.
seen the sun?
sea.
Oh, the sea. I was like, the sun?
That's a depressing life.
Right?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. As you lot are standing around, Zilpip, you can still sense the small bit of magic that's further down the beach, just sitting there. It's been sitting there this entire time, it feels like. You can still feel the dark magic coming from... Oh, that's the other thing. As you guys teleport, Ajane, Machina, Uradesh... well, Uradesh didn't teleport, being here already. You can see there's a large hole. Or a bit of a cave-in the sand, and a big circle. It's not open, but it looks like the sand unnaturally filled this hole. In the center of the beach.
Should we be
So,
worried about that?
I'm gonna be guessing that it's probably irrelevant. Probably. Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
All right
Totally.
then.
I don't like that. And
I did not shit in that hole, just so you know.
Did you piss in it though?
With your
I
size,
paid
I
the
don't think you can be able to shit in that hole.
this hole's about 5 feet wide overall.
This hole was made for me.
This. Oh boy.
That's
No.
a
That's
song in
my
itself.
line. That's
Oh my
my
god, you guys
line.
don't
my
fucking get
God.
that reference?
Nope. But I do
Nope.
can make a good joke out of it.
No.
Standing around, so Uradesh, you now have met a group and find yourself finally not alone after many a days sitting here.
So who are you, strange fella?
Well, I'm Uradosh, and other than that, I don't know. I just kind of showed up here, and so I've been fishing for the past few days because, well, I don't know where I am.
You're on a bad island, my friend. Like, seriously, you gotta find a way off this place.
Well, it looks like I met the perfect people for that. Seeing a portal pop up out of nowhere. Think you could help me with that?
I mean, maybe. If you, want to help us out with a few things.
I can do that.
You know how to blacksmith, friend?
I do not. Um, I would probably though DM. I would probably know like a black market blacksmith, wouldn't I?
Yep. You've known a couple back in the homeland of the Dragonborn territories.
I don't know. I don't know how to blacksmith, but back home in the Dragonborn territories, I know a couple black market guys.
Delightful. I like black markets.
That's an innuendo.
Yeah, it is.
You
I
God.
know it is.
All right. So as you guys are standing about, you luckily there's no one nearby. However, Agent A and Machina, go ahead and give me Arcana checks.
Why am I rolling Arcana? Christ.
Because I asked you to. Now shut up.
I am not proficient in this one.
Why the hell do I have proficiency in Arcana? I have a -1 to it. 5.
13.
Well, congratulations. You can sense magic on the island. Machina, there's magic all around you. You realize that this has been the case the entire time.
Oh my
Your
God.
entire
Friendship is
life, it
magic.
finally comes to the realization there's been magic all around you. Agent A,
All he can stare at is my staff.
It's
I'm just
probably
staring at the,
magical.
sea.
All right, yeah, Agent A, you sense a small minor bit of fluctuation in mana coming from further down the beach, as well as a lot of what feels like chaotic magic coming from inside the forest.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Why is everyone a fear
Hey.
my chaotic magic?
Hey,
No.
Machina,
Yeah?
I have something I want to show you.
Yeah?
Secrets. I like
Mm.
secrets.
I'm gonna start mold earthing down
Mhm.
where my hole was, and I'm just gonna
Is it
kind of
made for
follow
you?
the same little path down that I took last time.
Okay, as you start to do that, you've managed to dig through and you find the same hole. The wall is still broken. There are 2 skeletons in there, completely picked clean,
Oh shit! I remember. Those.
and the hallway
Mhm.
still depicts the story of the High King.
Machina,
Yeah?
you see that cloak over there?
Can I see
As
that
you look
cloak?
further down, you can see that there is a skeleton sitting in a chair. That is all you can see.
Actually, no. You want me to get closer?
Yep, you should get closer. I will
I'm gonna
not.
look closer and look for the cloak. I'm being paid for this.
All right, Machina. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
That is a 17.
All right, as you walk or start to walk towards the hallway, entering into this main room that has these two skeletons lying on the ground, completely picked clean of all flesh and any items they may have had. You can see that there is a obvious pressure plate on one of the bricks that that seems to lead to a full fallout pit in the hallway.
In Pitfall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is the thing sturdy enough?
The doors seem to be, yes, the doors to the pit seem to be. As long as you avoid the trap, they should be able to hold your weight from what you can tell.
Okay, I'm just gonna avoid the trap then.
Okay, as you avoid the brick walking past, going down the hallway a few feet takes you about less than a few seconds. You come to an open room that has a skeleton sitting in a chair, and that's all that's in there.
I'm actually not seeing anything.
Bummer. I'm gonna get a little closer to that end of the room.
Oh yeah, there's a trap there. Be careful.
Thank you.
Avoiding the trap. As you look in, Zopip, there's just a skeleton that was there last time, but no longer a cloak.
Think
I'm gonna cast
Identify.
scrying.
message. I'm just gonna cast message.
Okay.
See if the spell goes off.
It goes off.
I casted it Agent A and it says you're a dick.
Agent A, you suddenly hear a message come through in your head that says you're a dick in Zopip's voice.
Great. Fuck you.
You
too,
can
you
reply
little
to that
shrimp.
message. Yeah.
Wait, 20 words maximum?
Uh-huh.
Fuck you, you little shrimp.
Why'd you care about the 20-word max?
I wanted to go in detail, but then I was like, no.
What the fuck did you say about me, you little shit?
Ardash, as you're just sitting there on the beach, you just notice that the two of the figures go down into a hole, and the other one's still standing there on the beach with you.
I'm gonna try to scry on the cloak.
Using?
Scrying.
Well, no, I know that. Are you going to be using any materials, as in, are you grabbing the skeleton, or are you just going to be doing this from your own memory of it? Because I
mean,
believe it does
if
have...
I grabbed the skeleton, would
Mhm.
it
That should give you advantage, because it's an item that the cloak was on.
also, unless it's sentient, which it may possibly be, I don't know that, but if it's not sentient, I automatically scry on it.
Okay, so I need to roll a save on that, or is that your save?
Yay,
Uh,
it's sentient,
it-
guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Particular creature you choose on the same plane as exists.
Uh,
Okay, the target
yeah,
must make a wisdom
I'm
saving throw.
familiar with it, so -5. Plus, I have the skeleton it used to belong to, so -9. Total.
Okay, that is, and then in total,
it a
that's an
minus
18
10?
then.
Oh, possession. Never mind.
Fails.
Yeah, so. That's, by the way, that 18 is with the modifiers, to clarify.
Jesus.
Yep.
Okay, so as you suddenly find yourself looking, you see what looks to be a very fat tiger person, humanoid, sitting
Damn
with
it.
a giant crown. He looks to be around, 400 or 500 pounds, sitting on a golden throne with a giant statue behind him of himself, looking a lot fitter, in what looks to be a golden throne room made
Damn, he let
everything
go of himself, huh?
with plates, or with the brick itself made of gold and silver, the pillars painted up with what looks to be platinum. It's a very rich throne room.
It sounds like one little electrical shock could
my
seriously be
God.
bad for anybody in there.
Oh man, if only we have someone who can actually cast some shocking.
I know, right? If only. Anyway.
Huh? What?
I like quietly walk up behind Agent A, and then I'm like, "Hey, what are they doing?"
What the fuck?
AJ looking down the hole. AJ, please give me a dexterity saving throw. Let's see if you fall in the hole. Jumping away from this.
I got a nat 1.
Agent A falls into the hole, jumping so that scared comes sliding down in the roughest way possible. Sand colliding on top of him. You are now covered in sand, Agent A.
Sorry.
Agent A, you are now have all disadvantage on all movements due to the sand in the most awkward of places.
That's it. I'm just going to the
Great
fucking
water.
hole. Just going where it leads to.
Okay, you see Zopip and Machina staring at a skeleton in a room.
What the
Can
fuck?
I like do
it's an art
acrobatics and like fancily jump down the hole?
Sure,
I'm gonna
Dash, give me
whisper
an
and-
acrobatics roll.
I'm gonna whisper and cast message to Machina.
17.
Okay. 17. Alright, you gleefully jump doing 2 backflips into the hole, landing right beside Agent A on your
Did a
feet in a
1080
pose.
too. Fucking hell.
Sorry about that.
Fuck off.
Hey, I'm the Canadian here.
Alright, Zopip, what are you messaging or whispering to Machina?
I just messaged it to him.
Okay. Well, while Machina processes that,
Alright.
I got it.
okay. Looking about, you guys can see it. There seems to be a few more bricks that are set up as traps from what you got earlier, Machina. As you look above, it looks like there is a somewhat of a translucent ceiling that has a very ugly looking black liquid material above you.
Oh look, it's the fluid of Damocles.
The what?
Fluid of Damocles.
God damn it. That's not funny. No one's gonna get that.
Ew. Why?
God damn it.
I didn't pretend like I understood that.
Sort of Damocles, but it's fluid instead.
Jesus Christ. no.
Honestly, it was a terrible joke, Wolf. Don't worry
Oh,
about
boy.
it. It's a history thing.
Okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna call over to Agent A and Uradash to come over here.
Huh?
Come over here.
He may have sand in his ears. Sorry.
Agent A and Urdash,
Yeah,
give me
that's pretty
investigation
funny.
checks, please.
I'm good at that.
I'm good at this.
I hope so.
Oh, never mind. I rolled a 11.
Okay. Agent A?
I got a 17.
Alright, Agent A, you see the clearly marked brick that looks exactly like a trip plate that opens up what you can see a few feet in front of it, a pit trap.
What's underneath the pit, actually? Or inside? Whatever.
never looked.
That's true.
Urdash, you don't know anything.
Cool.
I don't say anything and I just walk casually, just like, casually ignoring.
Okay,
ignoring the-
Urdash, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Great. 10.
Alright, as Urdash calmly walks over the pit, Agent A, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I got a 19.
Alright, Agent A and Urdash. As Urdash walks over the plate, completely tripping it, Agent A and Urdash can drop down after a few seconds
I use
into the
Featherfall.
trap. It's 10
Too
feet
cool.
below, and as you fall into it, you find a black liquid that you fall into.
Oh, no! Get me out of this bitch!
Immediately, your magic is dispelled, by the way.
Oh my fucking god. You have a very strong wank for dispel magic.
I've gotten really good at figuring.
He really hates magic.
He
No, I
does.
really hate Zopip. I'm gonna be honest.
You
Speaking
really hate
spell. Speaking
me
of
with
spell,
any magical character, really.
So
Hey,
any
Zopip, look up.
I look up.
you see a black liquid moving about in what looks to be a translucent blocking between you and it.
It triggers. The trigger is that, and that, and I'm just gonna point at the bricks, whichever one.
All non-magical items, by the way, Agent A and Urdash are starting to melt.
Fuck.
Does that include themselves?
No.
Well, there goes my useless items.
Well, I mean, I imagine I'll just
You just
drop it
saw
right
them
down.
fall. Yeah.
Hey,
Wait.
hey, Machina, come hold this rope. I'm not strong.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, easy.
Me
Easy.
either.
Alright, I'm gonna hold the rope.
Okay, as you grab the rope,
I'm gonna be
Erdash
very
and
careful to
and
not let them get any goo on me.
damn it, Erdash and Ajane, who's going up the ladder or the rope first?
Me.
Okay, Erdash, give me a strength to see if you can grip this thing.
Oh, that's bad.
It should be easy.
15.
Unless you're drowning.
All right, you manage to grab hold of the rope and start climbing up, and you pull yourself up. All your non-magical items though have now melted. At this
Great.
point,
Even his clothes.
that is correct.
Mm. That's
a lot of
very
items.
large kobold dung.
I give Machina just a huge hug, like, "Oh, you saved me."
I'm gonna push him away back into the pit.
Erdash, make a dexterity saving throw. Ajane, make a strength check.
Nothing.
15.
Saving throw, right?
Yeah, not you, Machina. Sorry, Erdash. And you
Oh.
said 15?
Yeah.
Erdash barely manages to grab onto the rim of the trap and pull himself back up. Ajane, what did you get for your strength check? Didn't hear you. Still not hearing you. I see your mic activating.
No touchy over dash.
Oh my god. 18. Alright, Ajane pulls himself up. Again, now having everything non-magical has evaporated off of him. Hey, your inventory is a lot lighter now. You should be happy about that. Saying
I'm,
you fucking
I'm
little
actually
shit
gonna-
to Zopip. Or no, to Erdash, sorry. Zopip, how do you plan to do that, by the way? I mean, you can summon
Uh,
familiar for Frodogen, but
For Frodogen, I'll do that. For hmm. For him, I'll just use the book and be like, dude, hey, what's going on? What you doing? Get over here.
as the book opens up and you can see him clearly, he's missing an arm, and he is fighting square to square with Tenem right now. Tenem doesn't look hurt in the slightest and is still got that golden eye, bright red hair thing going on as he is charging through the magic left and right, just taking the hits.
Who's Tenem fighting?
Can I attempt to cast a spell through the book?
You can. There's not a guarantee it will go through.
Okay.
So, give me an Arcana for that before you cast the spell.
Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on. Not Piplis, man. Not Piplis.
Oh God, you better
You're
hope you
really
just
gonna do
saved
this to
him.
me.
I'm not gonna lie, you better have just rolled well, Wolf. And the room goes quiet. Zopip.
Wait, is Zilpip gonna
36?
get even
Alright, what are you
smarter?
casting through it?
Odaluk's Resilient Sphere.
I don't know that spell.
I will read it for you.
Thank you.
A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size. Did I just?
What?
Oh,
No,
someone left.
No, we
Just-
lost
Did I
Fuka.
just get kicked out?
No.
Yeah. A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range. An unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is enclosed for the duration. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects, can pass through the barrier in or out, though a creature in the sphere can breathe in there.
Okay.
The sphere is immune to all damage, and a creature or object inside cannot be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside, nor can a creature inside the sphere damage anything outside it.
Okay, and who are you
The
casting this on?
sphere is weightless and just large enough to contain the creature or object inside.
I'm reading it now. You're good.
blah blah blah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm casting it on Piplu's.
Okay. Seeing this, let me check to make sure. I don't think he has this spell, but just in case, I figured I'd look. It'd be quick if I just type it in. Nope. Okay, you lucked out. Cause I was like, wait, does he have disintegrate? I can never remember if I
I
gave him.
know. I was very worried he did.
So as you do
But
this,
I think, yeah.
Piplu's is dying. He is bloodied. He's missing an arm. He's bleeding for the first time. As there is blood pouring out, his entire left arm is gone. His gear is all gone. He is beaten and bloodied badly. And Tenem is continuing to attack the sphere, even though nothing's happening. He is slamming into it, and you can feel the force coming off that as wind is breaking around this item.
Just win.
Just wind. The sword is smashing. You can actually
Excuse
see he's smashing his sword so hard, his great sword so hard in this thing, it's starting to crack the great sword.
Wait, isn't it magical, or is that the point?
Yes, that's the point.
So
It's-
he's breaking wind around the orb.
Yes, that's
Hey,
exactly it.
yeah.
That must
Okay.
smell.
What's the plan, Zopip? You've managed
does
to...
Piplu's have any spells left?
Nope.
Any...
He's been holding his own for a while now, it seems, with Tenem, as you start to notice. Otherwise, the extensive damage he took wouldn't have been as bad. It only came to your notice when you started to move around and look at or notice this thing.
Pull him in.
Hey, buddy.
He can't
How you
talk,
doing, man?
as you notice there's blood coming from his mouth.
Hey, buddy.
You son of a gun.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Paul.
It's at this point, Zopip, you can see clearly his tongue got cut out at some point.
Nothing a little bit of mending won't fix.
Gotta have the original item to mend it. Yeah, he's missing a tongue, an arm, a good chunk of his hair that's been
Quick
shaved off
question.
from some hits. Yes, Machina.
No, to Zilpip. What's your highest spell level? 7?
Yeah.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Zilpip is very
That
lucky
when you
that that
start turning into a
succeeded,
bitch.
because honestly, I rolled a nat 20 and confirmed Piplis was about to be dead. Alright, so Zilpip, you have now managed to cast this, but you gotta figure a way to get him
I-
here.
Yeah, I have an idea.
All you guys can see is Zilpip looking into the book, and he looks panicked for the first time you've ever seen since the incident with the queen. This you've seen you seeing Zilpip panicked and worried.
I am going to cast. Well, I'm gonna attempt to cast through the book again.
Okay.
Obviously.
Roll Arcana once again.
Yeah.
And Uradesh and Agent A, make sure to remove all non-magical items.
Yeah, I got him already.
37.
Alright, what are you casting?
Summon Greater Demon.
Okay. And what are you summoning?
I'm going to cast this at 5th level,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna summon. Oh wait, no. Yeah, 5th level, and I'm gonna summon a Vrock.
Oh. Oh, okay. Let me grab that up. Okay. You said okay, found it. There we go. Just a Vrock.
Yep.
Okay.
And-
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Like a rock?
It's
Not
no.
to fight.
I was gonna say, look at this. Like, wait,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
As soon as it's summoned, I'm gonna have it pick up the sphere,
Okay.
which is weightless,
Mm-hmm.
and also small enough for it to pick up because it's just
Yes.
large enough to encompass Piplu's.
A missing
And,
arm, Piplu's, yeah.
and flee.
Okay. Doing this though, Tenem is going to take an attack at it.
Yep.
And he is going to throw his halberd. Oh no. I'm sorry, Wolf. The rock immediately gets shot down, gets knocked dead as the halberd from Tenem's back gets chucked at it, cutting the thing in
I
half.
summoned another one.
Alright, Tenem's gonna take another attack. Now he's only got his sword. Well, okay, that was a 19 to hit the rock. And I know it's... And that is... Give me a moment.
R-O-C-K rock?
VROC.
No.
VROC.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So that's 12, 18 points of damage.
Okay.
As
It's
okay,
still
the rock's
fine.
fine. Okay.
Yep.
As the rock manages to get away with some cuts and bruises. All right, the rock is heading your way. It should be there in about. Well, how long does this spell last? I assume it's until the creature's
It
killed.
lasts an hour,
Oh.
or until the creature is killed.
Oh well, heck, you're not. He's not gonna get to you within an hour.
I'm aware.
Okay.
But it's gonna get far enough away that Alright, I'm gonna cast one more
Okay.
spell through the book.
Okay. One more Arcana check.
One more. 38.
Okay. You succeed.
I'm casting it on Piplu's.
Mm-hmm. What are you casting?
He's bleeding out, right?
Yep.
I'm casting Flesh to Stone.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Was not expecting that.
He,
I
he's
can't heal
sedating
him, but I
Piplu's.
can.
He's got to make a
touch
Constitution
it from
saving
him
throw.
until- Yeah.
He's sedating him.
Just let it happen, buddy. You're gonna be
That's
okay.
an 8.
Yeah.
All right. As you as he turns into solid stone, the creature is not affected, so he is now heavier, but still light enough for the rock to carry it off. Okay.
Well, yeah, the sphere is weightless regardless of what's inside it anyway.
All right, we will come back to that in a bit. As you lot are chilling out inside this dungeon, Ajane and Uradesh covered in ooze.
Zilpip is in a sweat.
We're probably bickering back and forth too.
Uradesh bickering with
Probably, just in the
Ajane.
background while
I
I'm
just
furiously casting spells into a book.
I have the suspicion that he knew the button was there and just didn't tell me.
All right, Uradesh and Ajane start bickering back and forth in the background while Zilpip's panic sweating.
Like a newly wed couple. How
Ma-
sweet.
Machina, are you just watching Zilpip as he starts to go into a cold sweat, and this is the first time you've ever seen him scared looking?
Yep. And
Agent,
then I look at the couple doing their fucking lover's quarrel, and I just, the tension's gone.
Agent A shouts at him, "What, me? No, I didn't realize. Of course not." All right. So you guys are now sitting in what looks to be once a tomb with paintings all over the walls. Yeah. Would you like to do anything of note?
Is there anything of value?
I mean, the black ooze. You figure that'd probably
Okay.
be of use to someone.
I have nothing to pick it up in.
Yep, that's the point.
You cast Identify on the skeletons, all 3 of them? Is that correct, Agent A? Okay, the first 2 skeletons. You learn that these 2 died at the hands of Zilpip. Both being cut open and killed. One's name was named Lilogisa, a Red Orc warlock. The other was Beliasa, another Red Orc warlock. Both who were supposedly
would have been mad.
sent here to work under Zilpip. That was their initial goal. They were supposed to swear fealty to him and take position as his right and left hand. in exchange for more power and help with the Red Orc lands. Instead, you can see that Zilpip just brutally murdered each of them by dissecting
they
and
insulted
working on
him.
them. We're ignoring that part, Zilpip. The third skeleton.
There was a reason.
No, from what you can tell, Agent A, it's just cold-hearted. Zilpip just starts slaughtering them as usual.
Okay.
Um,
Typical.
the third skeleton you see sitting in a chair, casting Identify on it. Is you can't actually tell who this is. It doesn't show any picture other than the fact that it used to have a cloak made of a purple, what looked to be wolf's hide, on it. That you can see used to absorb magic. That's about all you get from the image. The
You know what?
skeleton, though, cannot be identified. You don't know who this is, what this is, or for whom it could have been.
I just realized I got something new.
Oh no.
Dream psychometry. Once per short rest, I can spend 10 minutes to meditate on an item to learn vague details about its past with a wisdom check. DC is determined by you.
Okay, so you're gonna cast this on the skeleton that Agent A can't identify?
Yeah, it's not a spell, but yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
Grim Psychometry is dope.
Let me check something real quick.
What psychometry?
Grim
Grim.
psychometry. It's a blood hunter.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely not a spell. Okay. I was like, wait, I thought that was a
Also,
spell.
did you update your
No,
Blood Hunter?
no.
Okay.
I like the
I
wisdom.
was gonna say, cause like they're very intelligence based now.
God, no, I
Um,
don't want that.
Okay, make me a wisdom ability check then.
Yep. Simple +1. Does an 18, 19.
Cap, give me a minute to message you. Because it's more fun when the players write it out. There you are, Frez.
I am a fucking magician.
Da, 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 da. Okay. That's as vague as I'll go for the roll you got.
Alright.
Alright, as Machina sits down and starts to meditate with the skeleton, clearly, the skeleton starts to light up for a few moments and then dims once more.
I can only use it once on the thing.
The walls, though, as Machina does this, do come to light a little bit, and you see more in this room. And you
Can
see
I roll Arcana?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What do I see?
I
My
will.
Gol-
Huh? What Machina?
What do I see with my Goliath eyes?
You don't see anything as you're meditating, but the rest of the party.
Goliath eyes.
17.
17. It seems that the walls are reacting to the magic or the skill in the room.
Hey, Machina, do that again. Do that again.
No, I can't.
As the
Ah,
room
Like,
lights up,
that's it.
you see something very interesting. By the looks of it, it shows a power struggle between two dwarves. One looks very similar to the High King, almost identical, and another who looks like a younger version of himself, of the High King, fighting and dueling to the death as the two continue to fight. As the walls go on, it shows that the older dwarf-looking creature is tossed into a portal after being brutally wounded by the younger, and is suddenly found on an island similar to this. And that's all that you get from the depiction.
you don't think that dwarf could be that skeleton, right?
That skeleton is
Dunno.
around 6 foot tall, and Broad.
We've seen colored dwarves.
Yeah.
That's true.
Probably don't move that skeleton. The thing up above might fall.
Machina is the only one who knows the fate of the skeleton. All right. So as you guys are kind of looking about, you can still sense the deep chaotic magic coming from what looks to be the entrance where these stairs seem to lead up to. You can see
Nope.
you can see physical dark Mesna floating about in the air at the entrance.
Oh dear.
Nope.
Okay. Well, otherwise, does the party have any other plans that they'd like to enact while they're waiting down here, or go somewhere else?
Wait by the entrance. Wait by the exit
Yep.
of like waiting for an ambush.
Okay. So Machina is gonna go stand by the entrance that Zopip made.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nimbly dodging over the pit that's been opened.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zopip. What's up?
I'm gonna head over with Machina
Mm-hmm.
and I mean just keeping an eye on the progress of the travel.
It's gonna be a while from what you can tell.
Yeah.
So.
I imagine over the next few days I'll have to cast it quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So long as no one else sees this Varrock and thinks, "Oh, cool dinner," you should be all right.
Rock Shasha.
Well, that's the last.
Vrakshasa.
Oh God damn it!
Nah, I'm
Dwayne the
gonna...
Rock Johnson.
Yep.
Shame.
Hey man.
I'm not
going
sure.
to
Yeah.
ritually cast my laboratory
Okay.
down here.
Your little invisible laboratory sets up.
And I'm just gonna not without speaking to anybody, just walk in and start working on an arm.
Okay. Uradesh, Machina, and Ajane. Oh, Machina's standing by the door watching. Or not door,
Can
but
I-
the hole. Yes?
Can I pick up just a random bone and start like sharpening it on a rock to use as a dagger?
Sure. As
Do you
you
have
start.
daggers yourself?
Nope, they melted away.
Right.
As you pick up one of the bones from one of the Red Orc skeletons that Ajane identified earlier, you manage to start to sharpen it on the bricks, and now you have a small dagger.
Yeah, if only I have Splint here. He could probably raise them up.
Ajane, is there anything you want to do while they all do their own things?
I'm gonna probably just use Bardic Inspiration and just play 21 with the playing cards. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Ha-
not 21. What's that? Solitaire?
Blackjack, hookers.
No, it's
No,
the
wait.
one
What
where
did
you're
I say?
Blackjack and
It's-
hookers, yeah, that sounds like a good
yeah,
idea.
Did I-
great job, Machina.
Did
Oh.
that,
did I lose all my money too?
Yep.
Oh,
Oof.
fuck.
Ooh.
It's that.
Wait. Oh my god,
Yep.
he had a lot.
Well, Ajane did.
I'm gonna be so.
Hey,
I mean, I
Jay.
can just be paid
I have
again.
Zopip. He'll just give me money.
Oh god.
Jesus
You don't
Christ.
know I can make money.
That's true. Cathel
Knowing-
does.
Knowing you,
True.
yeah, you probably.
How much gold did you?
But
322 gold pieces gone. Ouch.
I had 135.
Here, Fuka, let me just help with that removal.
Fuck you. I hate you.
Don't want you to accidentally forget that, you know.
Why did you
Come
have
on. Just...
money?
But
I'm sorry, Fraz. Why are you living?
Good question.
Doc isn't.
Exactly. So yeah, what's that? What's that one card game where it's on a computer and you're just
Solitaire?
like,
Solitaire.
yeah, that's it. I'm
Okay.
just playing solitaire.
How are
while
you?
doing,
How are you inspiring people with your bardic inspiration? Who are you casting it to?
Basically everyone in the general vicinity, just humming a silent tune. It's up to them if they want it.
Okay. Wait. Can you give it to everyone? I thought it was
Is
only
a
one
happy
person.
tune, a sad tune. Well, I think what
Melancholy.
he's saying is just like
Oh,
over
doing it
I'd
over
ask
and over
if-
again.
He's
I'd ask if
singing.
you want to gamble, but then I pat where my pockets used to be.
Fuck you. Go
You can,
down in the
you
fucking
suddenly can hear
sewers.
a belch as a bubble releases from the ooze.
I jump a little bit and letting the coins like jig.
Machina's coins start to jingle at the sound of the belch as he jumps. All right.
50 gold coins just kind of scatter out the door of the laboratory.
Okay, so as you guys are relaxing, chilling out to the somber tune that Ajane starts to hum in the background, each of you
It's
get bardic inspiration.
it's country music.
No.
That's why it's
not.
somber.
Fuck off.
Everyone's
you.
sad to hear as Ajane sings.
Zilpip sheds a tear, but none of you can see because he's in his lab and wearing a mask.
But he's bald
So do we-
now, so you got that.
Do we check the
That is
inspiration
true.
then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So as the DM starts to plan something, you lot have a few moments to talk amongst yourselves, to think on the days and the travels, as the DM will be back in a moment to send a message to the entire party minus Uradesh, who wasn't involved.
He's
Oof.
taking a piss. Oh shit. Well,
My buddy.
I think he's gonna be fine. Maybe.
My buddy. My brother.
fuck. Ah shit.
What?
Vukiak, I completely forgot about. I wonder if Vukiak is okay.
Don't tell the DM that.
I'm not.
Wait, what happened to him?
Okay, I thought he was in the tent with us all, but he never specified that, and it kind of makes me worried.
Don't say anything. Just don't say anything, and everything will be fine.
We left Aaron.
If the DM doesn't know, they
That totally
Hello.
wasn't my way of going to the restroom without letting you guys know.
Yeah, I
damn
kind of
water.
figured he was going to the restroom.
Okay, so as the somber tune continues, light turns to darkness, outside calms, the water starts to seep up, a little bit of ocean water seeps into the hole just slightly. And, Zilpip, I have a question for you. Your
Mhm.
laboratory, can it be accessed through magic? As in, can magic penetrate it?
It can right now.
'Kay.
Because I did not cast a tiny hut around it.
Zilpip, you suddenly feel someone is watching you.
Like scrying on me, watching me.
That's the assumption. I mean, Uradesh, Machina, and Ajane are all doing their own things.
Yes.
I mean, with my pretty high arcana, can I pretty much determine where the orb is? The little scrying.
The eye,
he's gonna hack
for
the
such.
hacker.
Yeah, the eye.
It
yeah.
is right above you, staring down at you, from what you can look at, within arm's reach.
Cast
Identify.
mold earth and cover yourself up. I don't know.
I cast modify memory.
Oh.
Like a glitch in the system.
Wait.
Oh my god, this is a fucking hacking scene.
Shit. Okay. And so through the scrying eye, you're gonna cast modify memory.
Yep.
Okay. And what are you modifying?
I'm modifying the last 10 minutes.
So it's just gonna replay the scene where you start silently crying.
No, it'll basically, in their memory, they'll be like, they'll remember realizing that all of a sudden it was socially acceptable to crap their pants. Also,
does a
they
17
don't
save?
remember who I am. No, it does not.
Okay.
Or not remember who I am, but like, they don't
remember what they were doing.
remember scrying on me.
Okay.
And once that spell is cast, I'm going to quickly cast a tiny hut around my lab.
All right, the orb disappears, and you can feel your magic has gone through. However, at the same time, I am going to do something. All right.
Make that hacker shit his pants.
Yes.
We've been hacked, boys. Everybody inside the hut.
Okay.
Well, I've
Okay.
never been invited inside somewhere
In the
before.
hut now.
I take up my playing cards and just go inside.
Now, nobody touch anything. Because, like, y'all are in a lab with, like, a bunch of vials and little flames here and there. And just
Are we
Don't
all
touch anything.
scrunched up since it's like
Yes.
fit for a gnome?
yes.
You know I have a big ass tail, right?
Hey, Zilpip.
The tail
Then
sticks
don't
out.
move it.
Hey, Zilpip.
Yes.
Can you send a message to certain people, even if you don't know them?
Can. Why?
Machina's typing something out right now.
Tell my family to get the fuck away from the city right now, discreetly.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm gonna whisper to
I'm-
Zilpip if that's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
after the message sent.
I'm going to stick
Okay.
my head out of the hut
Mm-hmm.
for just long enough to cast the message,
Mm-hmm.
and then stick my head back in.
Okay. Oh, wouldn't it be unfortunate if no one remembered they could scry? Agent A, what are you whispering to Zilpip?
I'm typing it to him.
Okay.
I mean, I will say something that I just remembered.
Yeah.
Or I'll type it to you.
Okay. As you guys continue spending your time in this tiny hut, night turns to day, and the morning has come.
And I'm literally standing like a statue, like making sure my tail doesn't move like an inch.
The tail kind of pokes out every once in a while out of the hut, just slightly.
Yeah, no,
as-
something falls over and might explode. So, yeah, be careful.
Machina's kind of scrunched down, trying not to hit the roof with his head. All right.
There's not even a corner for me to sit in.
No, this is a very tiny hut. Zilpip designed this for himself.
Mhm.
Uh-huh, I gotcha. Okay. So as you guys
That
continue
does-
chill in the
okay.
tiny hut, nothing seems to go on. I mean, it's pretty much you guys are being left alone. No one seems to come near these ruins, so what's the plan, Zilpip, since you're the one who's got them all stuck in a tiny hut?
The plan is to hunker down because yeah.
Okay. So as you
I'm gonna
go ahead.
with my helmet,
Mm-hmm.
the thing that's inscribed into it,
Mm-hmm.
that does make it so that I cannot be scryed on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna just get to work making an arm.
Okay. What about the rest of the
And
party?
then
You
I'm
guys
going
gonna stay in
to
here?
rest.
I
Yeah, no.
mean,
I mean, it's
Yeah,
cramped.
yeah.
No one's getting a long rest in this place. It's too cramped at this point to.
Oh
Who
yeah,
wants to play 21?
no. As part of my contract, I am legally obligated to tell Zilpip that someone's trying to harm for my
Someone's trying to
services.
what?
Hire me.
Who's trying to hire you?
Denim.
To do what?
Kill you.
Did he explain why?
He's gonna give my family land. Apparently, that's why I told you to
Did he
make.
explain why?
No.
Okay.
All right, as you lot continue to hide in this tiny hut, as time goes on, Zopip, you can feel there's magic outside of the hut, and I believe you can see through the hut. That's correct, right?
Yep.
So you can see what looks to be a major illusion spell start, and as you're looking at it, you see that first off, you see Machina's family, with all in chains being walked up to a guillotine. Aaron at the front.
I
Tenem and
refuse.
his guards leading them to the guillotine. In the center of Dragon's Gate, as many of the citizens continue to watch on, some in horror, some in glee. And you can see that basically Tenem is looking straight at where the illusion is being cast, where you should be, according to what according to what the scryer saw.
This
Do
is
we all
D&D
see it?
version of Al Qaeda recording a videotape.
There
Yes,
it
all
is.
of you can see this.
Why is he so angry?
You're actually a terrorist.
As they're being walked up, Aaron's brought first to the guillotine and is set down in front of it. You realize that none of her gear is on her. She has basically been stripped down to nothing but her normal clothing, what would be commoner's clothing.
But
And
she's pregnant.
her head is
What?
put into the guillotine.
I'm gonna be
Tenem,
real, boys. There's nothing I can do. I'm dry.
Tenem begins to speak, looking over at where the illusion's being cast from, and speaks. Zilpip of House Kung Pao, for the crimes of killing so many young and leading to the deaths of over half the city's population, you are now a wanted man in the city of the territories of Dragonsgate and are no longer welcome. Because you are not here to bear the sentence, I shall therefore pass on to your leader the sentencing. And with that, the guillotine clicks. Aaron's head is in a basket.
Down with the.
Aaron is dead. Next, and the executions continue as Machina's family's walked up there. You see that
Hey,
Doc
can you send me back?
Splint is walked up there.
I'm
What'd you
sorry,
say?
who?
Doc Splint. Aaron's royal guard.
Guys, I can't do anything.
Not even
Do you
send
have
me up.
anything you can cast?
Not even send me down up there.
Huh?
You can't even send me to there.
No.
Shit.
I'm dry.
Continuing the executions one by one, everyone you knew and cared for is cut down by the guillotine. Even the Olgum, the black, all the way down to Olgum the blacksmith, someone Zopip just spoke to recently. And Tenem stands as the heads are collected and put on spikes, and speaks once more in front of the crowd. I shall now take the throne until further notice that a better person can be till a better person can be found. As of now, those who are associated with or known by the Grim Legacy will be hunted down and killed. The bounty for Zopip's head, as he pulls out a piece of paper, is 20 billion platinum. As he scrolls it up. For Machina, we have 20 million platinum. Rolls it back up. For the one known as Agent A, 2 million platinum. As he rolls it back up. Any and all who are associated have 24 hours to leave the city before they will be hunted and killed on sight. All alliances with Elrond Dimflame have been cancelled. The High Elf Emporium is now been absorbed into Dragonsgate's territory. And from here on, no gnome will be allowed to practice within the city. And he rolls up his speech. That is all.
Can I try and see if there's any divinity around him?
Give me an Arcana check. Uradesh has no idea who any of these people are. Or what Dragon's Gate is.
18 plus 4, so 22.
Alright. There's no divine magic coming off of him. I will mention, Zopip, you still have Kilxius in a bag, by the way, just so you know.
I know.
Okay.
Alright.
Cathel has been stood by the guillotine the entire time. Zelm is nowhere to be seen.
Of course. Because he's smart.
The feasting emperor seems to be standing below, watching. Somewhat in shock, to be honest.
Man, this guy's really angry.
Wait, the Lich is alive again? I went outside for a sec.
No, the Lich is dead. This
No.
is the Feasting Emperor.
The High
Oh,
Elf
different.
Emperor, yeah. And X is also nowhere to be seen, I should mention. As Tenem calls the meeting, the illusion fades. And all has gone dark. Once again, in the early morning sun.
Kill him?
Well then.
Zopip's thinking.
I'm down dying right now.
Machina? Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. I'm down with dying while killing someone right now.
Guys, I am so confused right now.
Get out of the hut.
Alright.
Okay.
As Mach,
All right.
Solo.
as all three exit the hut, Zopip, what are you doing? I told you this was gonna be a rough session. I had something planned.
For about 10 minutes, all you guys hear from inside the hut is just smashing and yelling and
A bunch of fucks.
explosions. Yeah.
Did
ground
everyone in my
rumbles.
family die? Or did some escape?
From what you
Just
saw,
way too.
all those who you are close to that you brought with you were executed.
Alright, so there's still some somewhere else.
And yeah. Then it goes quiet
Okay.
and I will message you.
Okay. Agent A and Machina, what are you guys doing? Well, let's start with Agent A. What are you doing while Zopip is exploding in anger?
So that fluid down at the pit.
It
Wonder
can
if I can-
only get rid of normal items, nothing magical. And
Yep.
what he had on was magical.
Yep.
I'm just pacing back and forth thinking it's not that well. I'm just pacing back and forth thinking about a few people that have been with me throughout my time.
Mm-hmm.
I am urinating into the pit of ooze.
Sheesh.
The liquid seems to float
Christ.
on top.
Oh my god.
The ooze starts to slowly reach up above. Urdesh, give me a perception check to see if you notice that the ooze is moving towards you.
Oh, this is. Oops. I dropped my die. Hang
This is how you get an STD, boys.
on. 6.
Okay, Urdesh, give me a strength saving throw.
He's catching an STI without even doing the S.
Oh my god.
15.
Urdesh,
yeah.
you. Agent A and Agent A, while you're walking back and forth, and Machina, while you're contemplating what's going on right now, thinking about going and killing Tenem, you just hear Urdesh go, "Ugh!" And then suddenly he's gone. As he gets pulled into the ooze dick first.
Well,
Or this hand job, eh?
By the way, Urdesh, that dagger's now gone.
No, good.
why are you pissing off sentient ooze? This is God damn it.
I had to pee. It looked like a good spot.
There's a fucking hole that is non-filled with ooze right there.
You don't gotta be mad, man.
I'm not grabbing a rope for this one. You have fun drowning or something.
I'm
Uh,
going to
mhm.
send use message
Mm-hmm.
on Vukiak to see if he's still alive.
Oh, Vukiak was one of the ones that was executed. My apologies. Didn't mention that. You remember when I said you guys hadn't figured out the BBEG, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, now you have. Agent A, so yes, as you try to cast, you find that the message doesn't seem to go through.
Well, it goes true. It just you can't reply.
No, it doesn't go through. It has no
Ah.
target.
Um, yep.
You're getting suspicious.
Well, Agent A, I mean, from what you saw, they even cut down to Aaron's cat that you guys just remembered that she had this entire
What about
time.
Linty?
Linty was nowhere to be seen.
It's still
Good.
alive, boys.
Linty escaped. As long as Linty lives on.
Time to kill
What?
Tenem and make Linty the new fucking
Wait,
monarchy.
you can resurrect them since they all haven't died within 100. They're within what, a year? Was it?
A century, I think it is.
100
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
So they can still be revived. It's just.
I need to know, Wolf, because I'm not gonna go through and write a bunch of random elements that I come up with, okay?
Look, you
That's gonna
don't
take me
need
an
to
hour.
write up a bunch of random elements. It's not some crazy mixed up universe. Like, most of the elements are the same.
That's true. What element are you going towards, though? Because that will decide how if you actually make it to it. Let me look. Urdish. Yeah, you should be able to. So you see Urdish suddenly start climbing out with, holding onto a rod that has tentacles shooting out of it.
Well, this isn't hentai.
Thanks for the help, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We don't know you.
Is Zilpip out?
These tentacles are about to know you.
No, Zilpip's still in
That's
the hut.
kinky, and I don't like that. Go back down the hole.
Oh man, that's funny.
How was the amniotic fluid?
He
It's
now
a little
smells like
chilly.
urine. Let me check something, Wolf, real quick. I'm just pulling up a table. There
It's
we go.
pretty far down.
Yeah,
If that's what you're
I
checking.
figured as much since the number was 94. Yeah, that would take more than known science at this point. I mean, that's some impressive shit, man.
Oh dear. I
To
just
be
checked.
fair,
I'm gonna say that's not even possible, even with your intelligence.
he's
Wait,
not
wait.
going for the specific element because he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah,
I just
He's
checked.
adding
Yeah, he's gonna
an
nuclear
electron on
fusion.
each
you're gonna make a nuke.
each element
Wait,
till he
EMC squared.
creates the periodic table.
Wait, EMC squared.
He's just
I'm gonna say that you managed to get through the all the way up to the 36th element, but you find yourself stuck after that.
stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I can't add electrons after that, huh?
Nope.
Can you add 36 and 36 together to make 72?
That's funny.
I mean, isn't that what nuclear fusion is?
I'm not
Yeah.
answering that question. I'm not the engineer here. That's Wolf.
That's me, and I
Only on this D&D series do you learn science.
I was going for more of a fission,
Isn't fission take like
splitting
them
up.
splitting? Yeah.
Yeah, so you only managed to get down to 36, and I mean, with the, of course, being able to figure out 79, 78, I mean, being that they already pretty much exist and 74.
So as soon as I got out of the hole, I started pacing beside Agent A and just telling him my whole life story.
Is the story you
Oh
don't
my
remember?
God.
He just starts
At a
making up
time like this.
he just starts making up random facts about himself that he's not
Can
sure
I
if is true
kick
or not.
him down the fucking ooze again?
Yeah, make an attack.
Krypton.
Can I stealth right when he tries to go to kick?
Roll stealth.
All right. 19 plus 12, so
Is 31.
I don't think. Do you
31.
have a perception score that can hit that?
19 plus 12 is 31,
31.
right? No,
Yeah.
I don't.
All right, he
But
vanishes as
does
you
a
kick at the
16
air.
hit?
As you kick
I
in the
mean, he
air.
was right next to
He
me.
was
so I
right
give
there. I'd say that's
Yeah.
disadvantage at least.
Let me see. Dash, what's your AC?
14.
All right.
Because I'm naked.
You managed to kick something solid, but you can't see it.
Does it grunt?
It does not make a sound.
You fucking annoy me.
You knock him prone, but that's all you managed to do.
Hmm.
A second image suddenly is popping up of another major illusion that Agent A and Machina and Uridish are standing in.
Oh my god, what the fuck does this fucker want?
This time, it's something different. It's Zelm sitting there. At his desk, inside the King's Head.
Still Pip!
As he just sits and looks at you a lot, he says, I don't know what happened, but this chain of events leads down only one road.
Death.
He looks
That
at
was
you.
rude.
I wish
Yeah.
you
Say it.
the
Say
best
what
of luck.
happens. Say what happens.
Please, Stu.
He can't hear you, it's an illusion.
Of course.
Zilpip of House Kung Pao, I will tell you this. Not all hope is lost, but all hope lies in your tiny dragon friend. Good luck. And he vanishes.
Tiny dragon. What dragon?
Is he talking about me?
Yeah, that's what I first thought.
Right?
And I unstealth standing directly behind Agent A.
Please be talking about my girlfriend's character.
Wait! Oh, I'm a fucking
I know.
idiot.
What happened to them?
They didn't join you. They weren't executed. Yes, Agent A? You had-
I kind of know what dragon he's talking about, but off character, not on character.
Oh, I'm sure
you?
Agent A forgot about it.
Yes,
Or
you may not.
Is
I
it the
think I
one
know.
where he got from the mountain?
No.
Aaron took it? No?
No.
Okay, so it's probably his girlfriend's dragon.
No. Okay.
It's a somber situation as the clouds continue to roll in. Rain starts, lightning can be seen in the distance, thunder felt. A small piece of silver falls into the hole finally, landing. And you notice that there are actually 3 pieces as it sits there.
Hey Zilpip,
Hmm.
remember the part where I said I'm not willing to become your guinea pig?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Scratch that. Just make sure I'm alive by the end. And I can actually kill someone.
Done.
Good.
All right. Zopip finally brings in Machina, putting him under. Machina
Wait, is he
entering the
actually...
hut.
Wait, right now?
Zopip
I need a spec right now.
message me what you want to do to Machina.
Okay.
Uradesh and Agent A, as you're still standing out there, you notice these
I'm go.
3.
What?
Yes.
No,
Oh.
finish what you're saying.
I said you noticed the 3 silver trinkets that seem to gleam in the light of the lightning strikes. They seem to be 3 small earrings.
I don't like this. I
Can I
don't like
stealth
this
and
bait.
go over to them?
Okay, as you stealth, you don't have to roll.
Okay.
They're not sentient. You walk over. They're earrings.
Can I investigate them?
Yes, roll investigation.
Oof, that one.
They are
Damn.
earrings.
Arcana?
I just call out, bring back the earrings.
Why would I bring them to you? You're being mean to me.
I know something that you don't. I just roll. Can I roll deception?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll deception. Uradesh, roll insight.
Your dad's not actually your dad.
Zilpip is your father.
It
Oh
was
my
a
god, not again.
13.
Not 20
All right. So you
plus
manage.
13.
You're deceived. You think he knows
Okay.
something.
And I go over and I drop 2 of them in his hands. I keep
All
one.
3.
You can't see Uradesh currently, so he's still stealthed.
Oh, of course.
But he
this
did see the
little
3
shit.
earrings.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
saw the drop of 3 items or 2 items.
He gave me 2.
All right.
So I said all 3.
You say to nothing. As Machina's in the tiny hut, Zilpip's in the tiny hut, and Uradesh is stealthed.
Fine, then I guess you won't know the last one.
All right, Agent A.
I used identify on the 2.
Congratulations, they're earrings of Whisper.
Can I just like put it on? Like,
Yep.
Cool.
You now have an earring of Whisper on it. Feel free to add that to your inventory.
Cool. I have an item.
You have an item that's worth of use. Okay. I'm gonna put one on,
Okay.
and I'm going to hand. Well, I'm gonna hold on to the other. I don't know about this one since this little shit likes to steal shit. I'm going to. I'm going to go to the tiny hut and knock, saying, and whisper it, saying, "Hey, does anyone want an earring of Whisper?"
Milwaukee
I
does
think
currently
it would be
under.
useful for all of us to have one.
There's only one left.
Machina's asleep. Give it to me.
Okay.
Right.
I just take out and send my. Oh my god.
Is he
I
snoring or
send-
sucking dick?
You don't want to know what Zilpip's doing in that tiny hut.
God,
Just
I
slide
just
it under the
extend
door.
my hand in the tiny hut with the earring.
You feel something wet and slimy grab your hand.
Ah.
It wasn't my tentacle rod.
I think that was my gray matter.
Ugh.
Turns out Zilpip's just sweaty because he's working so hard in there. Alright,
Okay.
Zilpip, feel free to add an earring of whispers to your inventory.
Mhm. Will do.
I'm going to
Yes.
probably investigate the fucking labyrinth. I don't know what this. I don't
It's
know
not a
what
labyrinth. It's one room attached to another with a hallway in between. And then an exit that Zilpip made and an exit that was naturally made.
Okay, so I'm just going to investigate on since we have absolutely nothing time to do time strength for now.
Okay, so what are you investigating?
Just a general thing.
General thing? Okay, go ahead and
The-
roll an
well, the-
investigation.
Well, that and avoiding the trap while at it.
Okay,
Can I follow him?
sure.
Oh my
I'll go ahead and
God.
unstealth.
Okay.
And,
Alright,
when I unstealth, when I unstealth,
That's
Uh-huh.
you see that the earring is not on my ear.
Oh no.
Ew. Ew.
It's a cock ring of whispering.
It's not.
So you know, when you now have to hear, when you now speak to him, he won't hear you, but you know, he's got a piercing now.
But
All right.
yeah, I got a 17 plus 4.
Alright, generally, it's a room. It's 2 rooms with a hallway and and 1 staircase and a hole going out.
No mural?
You asked for a general. You didn't specify in your investigation. I
Yeah,
gave you the general investigation. It's made of brick, some sort of green brick. You're guessing it's probably green from the years being near the ocean.
Can
Probably
I
some sort of
hear-
algae.
Well, you said 2 stairways, right?
I said a stairway and a hole going
Well,
out.
I know the hole, but wait, out of the room.
Everyone knows Zilpip's hole.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to probably go by a stairway and just hear in case that there's like voices or something.
As you go near the stairwell, you see up above that the black Mesna tentacles floating about. Otherwise, that's
Nope.
it. One reaches out and touches Uridash. That will come back to play later. Uridash, you have now been touched by chaotic magic.
Nice.
Oh my god.
You feel empowered and liberated. Like you could take on the
Please
world.
stop.
Welcome to Zilpip's world.
Slightly stiffened.
Standing right behind Agent A. Agent A gets really bad flashbacks of a time.
Fuck you.
Hey, you're the
Time
one who
when a
wrote
red
it in your
orc grabbed
backstory.
him.
I didn't write it in your backstory, alright? No, man. Okay. So,
I'm almost done typing this out.
as Zilpip continues to develop modifications for
just-
Machina,
Yeah. I want to make sure this is specific.
ten,
You can even add in a kill switch if you want to.
a few more hours go by as Zilpip continues to make noise in his laboratory. You hear the sounds of electric drilling, minor explosions, cackling, a bit of voodoo magic.
Someone shouting it's alive.
Yes.
Yep.
A
But
hunchback
someone
running
in the
out,
distance, not me.
completely nude, scared
there
out
you
of his
go.
wits,
That'll happen every now and then.
falls into the ooze, dissolves.
Yep.
Once again, you see Tenum's major illusion pop up. This time, sitting next to the bodies of what was left of your loved ones, your close friends, and all those you knew in town. You see what he has is a vial of green liquid. A very large vial, as he looks out to the illusion once more. Zilpip of House Kung Pao, I know you're there. You weak, pathetic dragon. Enjoy the fact that you will never be able to fix your friends again. As he smiles with a cruel smile and pours this liquid, disintegrating all of the bodies that he has collected into a pile. After about 10 minutes, the video fades with the bodies turning to nothing but ash. And the picture of Pipliz's arm in Tenum's hand with the middle finger sticking up.
Wow.
I'm just saying, if I want to see his enemy charge down, I'll do it.
Zilpip is looking for the biggest of plans now. Uradesh, you're completely confused, other than the fact that you just feel like you got flipped off by a dead person.
Not the first time.
All right. Do I need to take or announce a quick? Oh, well, there we go.
Yep.
Holy hell.
And that's just for now. I have other ideas, but
Okay. Let me add a couple things to Machina's inventory then. Real quickly.
Fraz, would
Assuming.
you like to know what I'm doing to you?
Yes.
That's fine.
Actually, am I gonna?
Here, you'll find out once you wake up.
There we
Alright.
go. Yeah, you might as well.
So, well, you'll be able to check it as soon as I tell you to refresh your character sheet. Um,
Out of
do.
pure boredom for me,
Yes.
I'm just gonna talk not to that, but to the ooze out
Okay.
of just pure boredom.
Fair enough.
I don't realize that he's talking to the ooze, and I'm just replying.
What are you saying to
I'm
the
at-
ooze?
Hey, Ooze.
Huh. Zopip,
Sup,
what is...
ooze? I got a question.
Give me a
What do
moment.
you need?
Blub blub.
The ooze makes no
Blub, blub.
noise.
I know it doesn't make any noise. I'm just doing it out of pure boredom because I don't want to hear that next to me. I know this may sound weird, but how were you made?
I'm assuming I'm still alive.
No.
A mommy kobold and a daddy kobold.
Good joke, Trent.
Oh no, Trent, you're dead. No joke this time, sadly.
You-
They can explain.
Okay, someone
so
explain.
we found out the
Do
BB.
you know the French Revolution? How it ended?
Oh, off with
Yeah,
their heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got beheaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let me just
So
The
the
good news is
big bad
Uradesh's
evil guy
partner. No wait, no.
is
my
Be right
net
back. My food just arrived.
10x. Cool.
Tenem. 10x.
All right. So who wants to
he
castrate him?
went crazy in Super Saiyan and almost killed us and
And I'm the only one
almost-
that died.
yeah.
So
Oh,
just
Well,
because
you were
someone-
captured.
Yeah.
oh, I was captured. How
Well,
did I
You were
get
captured.
Because someone said, okay, well, someone had you go out and they handcuffed you right off the spot.
interesting?
So to actually summarize it, basically, I had Fraz play as you. The party woke up, found themselves surrounded by 50 guards of the Black Talons medallion with Black Talons medallions on them, and with Cathel leading them. Zopip was trying to talk to the woman, but Cathel refused to speak until he came out, and so Machina or Fraz had you walk out to speak to them, and immediately you were grabbed and handcuffed, and your items were starting to be removed. At the same time, Agent A managed to see Tenem coming charging at them in full gear, very angry, with gold eyes, bright red hair. He managed to pick up the labret out of the tiny hut and chuck it many feet. For about a half an hour, it spent in the air, out and managed to get outside of the city. So you can imagine how far that was. And yeah, so you got captured. They got a minor or a major illusion where they got to watch Tenem, Cathel, and the Feasting Emperor all cut down or basically guillotine you, all of Machina's family, Vukiak, and everyone else that was close to you guys or knew you guys, all the way down to even Ulgum, the smith that Zilpip had spoken to earlier that day or the previous day. And Tenem also almost killed Piplis, cutting Piplis' arm off. And yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of mine. There's still some left.
Yeah,
Probably.
those you were closest to.
Interesting.
And then Tenem declared himself king.
Huh.
Now the plan's
Well,
kill
I
him.
mean, the only thing that he is a little bitch, but besides that,
And
I
and
think
Agent A lost all of his non-magical items.
Oh yeah,
shit.
Agent A and Urdesh took a dip in some ooze, but don't worry about
So
that.
now Machina is letting me experiment on him.
Snicknash
because-
time.
Yeah.
All right, pull
you,
up the.
you should actually. I mean, they're pretty much a duo. You should take command of both of them.
I should take command of both of them,
You're
Yeah.
gonna need them.
at least until you can use that certain person.
Yeah.
If you die.
Yeah, don't kill my girlfriend's character.
Okay. Okay. Is that allowed, DM? Can I
Yeah.
do that?
I'm fine with it.
All right.
You're gonna need the help. I'm gonna be honest.
Because, yeah.
Okay, I have no idea how to play a ranger, so that's gonna be.
Interesting.
I'll give you a little rundown on what I was kind of planning for that guy.
Point at
Alright.
someone, call your shot, take a -5 to your attack. If it hits, you get a +10 to your attack damage,
hmm
and that's it.
Interesting. That's yeah.
It also depends on the
Okay.
subclass he chose. Okay. So
Mhm.
as Zopip and Machina continue to work, or Zopip continues to work on Machina, Urdesh and Agent A sitting there chatting with the well, Agent A chatting with the ooze, Urdesh answering the for the ooze. You start to hear a bit of ruckus coming from above, in the forest or jungle rather.
Ah yes, my very important job, getting knocked the fuck out.
Boom, boom, as you can hear the crashing of trees, the flying and irritation of seagulls.
The goblins aren't in the Raksasha Island, are they?
That would be, that gave me a better idea. No. Okay. And Aaron, feel free to add your character sheet.
Yeah, can you
Keep.
send me? Oh wait, I can. Can you send me the link? And I already
Please,
removed Aaron out of.
but please do keep Aaron's character sheet.
I have him. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I can do that.
Thank you. Do not delete him until I've said so. But I will take the character sheet later if I need to.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys continue to hear this noise, Aaron is doing.
I'm just gonna edit. I just have to change the race a slight bit, just
That's fine.
because. Yeah.
You hear what sounds to be as something large booming through the forest. Okay.
Tell me when it's done.
Urdesh and Agent A, what do you want to do? Zilpip is paying no
I-
attention to this, so.
I will finally acknowledge that and say,
I'm-
hey,
Trying to finish the last touches on this.
Should I say go gadget whatever?
No.
No.
If you
Or should I-
do, you automatically self-destruct.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, let's go with that.
I finally acknowledge that and say, hey, do you want to go check out in the woods?
He's gonna murder you with a fucking rock.
After you.
Of rock, actually.
Should I roll deception? I think I should.
I
roll
mean, I think
deception.
Urdesh is just gonna follow you out of pure boredom.
No, I'm gonna roll persuasion actually to make him go out in the woods first. See what's.
What was the old rule? We can only use like 3 rolls against another character per night.
Yep. Per game.
Unless
Yeah.
it's
Was that-
you're fighting them.
That's
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So this is the last one, I think. Yeah. Alright then. This is my last thing towards Urdash. Yay.
Poor Urdesh. He doesn't deserve this.
What was the
What do I need to
second
roll?
one?
Urdesh, go ahead
got
and
a
roll
19.
insight.
Insight? Oh. okay.
Yes, to save. To see if you're persuaded.
That was an 5.
5. Okay.
I'm not wise.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You feel persuaded by Agent A to go first and go figure out what that noise is.
Nope, okay. And I start leading my way out.
I
Alright.
suggest you stealth.
As you head out, popping your head out of the hole, out comes the largest Dragonborn you've ever seen. This thing has bright crystal-like scales and just looks meaner than shit.
Oh, that's Nick Nudge.
Dad?
Snicknesh, you see a small red kobold head pop out of a hole in the sand after you've been marching through this jungle for weeks now.
Food.
Wait, isn't he also a kobold?
No,
No,
Snicknesh is a
Dragonborn.
dragonborn.
Oh.
But he does have a kobold climbing on him.
Snicknesh and Yorl.
Yorl
Please
does
do
the
not
talking.
reverse the names.
Nick knows.
Alright, Snicknesh, so you just see a tiny kobold poke its head out and look at you.
Sup?
It's naked.
I want to poke it.
Okay. Walk up and give me an unarmed strike.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Wait,
I didn't
poke.
say punch. I said poke.
I know.
Like,
It's not going to take damage, but you still got to see if you can actually hit him,
wait, where did
That's
my?
fair.
so to
No,
speak.
Like whack-a-mole.
Please crit.
Whack.
Confirm crit. on
Whack a
Pokemon.
whack a kobold. Okay.
Would you roll?
Let's see. Unarmed. I
Don't
got.
say a nat 20.
That's 10 plus 11, so
21.
That's a hit.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you poke Uradesh. Uradesh, as this giant creature slowly walks up to you and just kind of lightly pokes you, you slam against the back wall. You don't take any
What the fuck?
damage, but you and all Agent A sees is this 5-foot kobold, 5'6" was it?
5'2".
5'2" kobold suddenly slam against the edge of the hole.
What's the actual fuck? They just get up and then walk to the fucking doorway. See what the fuck is.
Okay, Snicknesh, there's now a human looking at you. This is
Ah.
what looks to be a baby Goliath to you.
Ah, what the fuck is that?
I want to. I'm just gonna keep watching it and looking at it and see if it does anything.
There, Agent A, you see a giant, predatorial-looking, prehistoric alligator on 2 feet staring down at you with bright
Wait,
crystal-like
alligators
skin.
already-
Are you a lizard folk or a dragonborn?
I'm a dragonborn. I'm 8 feet tall.
He
Wow.
is
Wait, alligators
massive.
are already prehistoric.
Shut up, Fraz.
8 foot tall. 8 foot tall. 520 pounds.
This is
Jesus
a
Christ.
massive dragonborn. You aren't sure if this is a baby dragon.
What the fuck are you?
It's on 2 legs, I know.
Wait, can I? Do I know? Wait,
You've never
I'm
seen
gonna
a
say it-
creature like this before.
I know. I'm gonna try out all the languages I have and see if it can understand me.
Okay.
Look out,
And if
he's
I-
angry.
The kobold says in common.
I I take that as a warning.
Okay, so Agent A can speak Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, Goblin, and Undercommon. Snicknesh, do you speak any of those?
Common and draconic.
Alright, as you start to speak in Draconic, he seems to notice what you're saying, Agent A.
I still communicate with him in Draconic, saying, "Are you friend or foe?" With my hand wave motion from Star Wars.
Snicknesh, this is the smallest Goliath you've ever seen.
Tiny Goliath. As I reach out and try and poke him.
What the fuck? Can I dodge it?
Give me an attack roll, Snicknesh.
That's a 15 plus 11.
Agent A
26.
slams into Uradesh at the edge of the hole. The hole is starting to collapse a little bit.
Oh, hey, friend.
Stop poking! I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Stop whatever you're doing.
Snicknesh starts to drool.
What's his intelligence?
8.
Oh,
He's considered a very
It's
smart for his
sick.
breed. Just
Well,
to
he
give,
can speak, so you know.
yeah, just to give you an idea, Snicknesh is basically a genius by his race.
ew. Oh no.
That's a very promising future.
I get up and I drag that with me and say, don't do that again.
I'm just gonna give a little growl at him.
What seems like a little growl to Snicknesh. Snicknesh, please give me an intimidation check.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
Asian A, give me a charisma saving throw.
16
I'm good
plus
at this.
16 plus 5.
Okay, gotcha.
21.
Asian A. And Uradesh, also give me a charisma saving throw.
15
bard,
plus
you better-
9.
Okay.
16 plus 9?
15.
15 plus 9. 24. That's pass.
I got, yes, thank you, Fraz.
19 plus 1, so 20.
20.
Alright.
Ah.
Uradesh, what is a small growl from this thing, this large creature, is utterly terrifying as spit and more saliva come blasting out you as this thing yells with the loudest of noises, causing birds to fly off. You feel scared. You wet yourself.
Well, then I just piss all over the ground because I'm naked.
And Agent A, who is in front of you.
No, I grabbed it by the tail. I am nowhere near that.
Why
fluffy
you didn't?
thing.
You're calling it it.
I
Okay.
I said I grabbed it by the tail. I didn't.
It
grab
has
by
a
its
name.
But
It-
remember, Zilpip said I had a fairly massive kobold dong.
It
It is.
doesn't bend backwards,
It
does it?
became canon.
No, shut up, Fraz.
All right, Snicknesh, you can smell urine in the air. You realize you
I can
made the
smell my
tiny.
what?
You can smell urine in the air. You can tell you've intimidated the small kobold.
Ew. And I'm just gonna walk around. I don't know where. I'm just gonna walk.
You're on a beach. They are poking their heads out of a hole in the sand.
They're all poking their heads out
No,
of
it's
Wait,
only
how big is this
Agent
hole,
A
to
and
be
Uradesh.
exact?
It's about 5 feet wide. This is a pretty big
Yeah,
hole.
I'm gonna help them out of the hole.
Okay.
No,
Whether
what
they
are you
choose to
doing?
or not. All right, give me an athletics. Uradesh and Agent A, give me a strength saving throws.
what are you doing? What are you fucking doing?
Okay, so that's a 22.
Jesus Christ, this is gonna fail.
Agent A, athletics or
I
strength
got-
saving
oh,
throw. Sorry.
Athletics, you
No,
said?
One.
strength saving
Oh,
throw.
Damn, I got an 18.
I got
Alright.
10.
Uradesh and Agent A, you are suddenly grabbed by the very large dragonborn, picked up and set outside of the hole.
Okay, I'm going. I'm gonna speak in Draconic again. and
I'm gonna
say, "Do
scream
you-"
and immediately jump back in the hole.
The tiny cold bull jumps back in the hole after screaming like a little girl.
I look
Jesus
at him very
fucking
angrily and I pull him out of the hole again.
Can you
Okay.
reach him, though?
Snicknesh has long arms. Go
Oh
ahead.
God.
Snicknesh.
16 plus 11.
That's
Bro,
strength.
27.
Jesus.
Uradesh.
17.
Okay. Uradesh, you are pulled out by the tail by this large dragonborn and set back on the beach.
Piss on him.
I'm going
Piss
to.
on him.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to use common motions on the big dragonborn.
I'm pretty sure he's
It's calm.
Oh, okay.
Its demeanor doesn't
He's
change.
angry! And I just start running across the beach.
I speak in Draconic after witnessing that. I'm gonna speak to him and say, well, first I'm going to use friends on the big dragonborn so it won't eat me, and ask it for its name in Draconic.
Me Snicknose.
Oh god,
Snickness?
he's using me.
Okay.
Me Snicknose.
To be fair, Snicknesh is literally an ancient dragonborn, just so you know.
Okay. Hello, me Snicknesh.
No.
No,
Me Snicknose.
you're Snicknesh.
Yes.
Wow,
I-
Snickhead, you found someone that's dumber than you.
Ooh. You're unconscious.
But
It's a good
still.
thing you didn't say that.
So,
Okay,
Pip, you can
um,
hear voices coming from outside the hole, but this has been nothing new.
Yeah, this is nothing new. I'm focused.
So where you guys are like living inside of a hole in a beach right now?
Yes, as far as what you know. You don't know how you ended up on this beach, Snicknesh. You just ended up in the forest a few weeks ago, and you've been looking around and you've yet to find anything other than what you've eaten.
What?
Am I
They
hungry?
No, not right now. You manage as Agent A, as you look down, you see on Snicknesh's belt what looks to be a cat skull, very large cat skull.
Can I
Oh.
identify that cat to see what type of breed is
That's
that?
a Rakshasa. And it died a very terrible death, as you can see the teeth mark on the skull, and the skull is partially cracked.
I told. I look back up at Snicknesh and say, speak very slowly and not too fast. Alice.
Uh,
Ah,
le,
le, is,
us,
Alice.
Alice,
Yes,
Aardvark.
close enough.
I am on the other side of the beach, still running and screaming.
Uradesh is being watched from the jungles as monkeys are staring at it.
Do I
I
notice
point-
monkeys?
No.
Oh god, no. I point at the Rakshasa skull and say, what is that?
Mean kitty.
Do you have any idea what that kitty is?
Mean kitty.
Okay, I guess
Oh,
that's
he's
its version
technically
of
right.
Rakshasa. So, big guy, I got a little proposition for you. As I just
Wah.
do you want me
The fuck?
to get Tiny Kobold? As I point back.
Uradesh is gone. He's buried his head in the sand.
I mean, I could probably chase after him pretty easily.
Uh-huh.
I have a 40 walking speed. I think I could.
Jeez.
This
Just
is
the
a
mobile?
big creature.
No. He's a barbarian.
Oh!
He's just big.
Yeah. Big old legs.
Snicknesh, as you're trying to remember back on how you got here for a moment, you remember a small lizard, very tiny lizard. You start to realize he looked a lot like Uradesh, but tinier, saying excommunication, and the next thing you found yourself was on this jungle, or in the jungle.
Lizard thing sent here. I'm lost.
Well, do you want to... Fuck.
Don't say that!
I'm not gonna say that, no! No!
I know
How
you're a
long
bard.
have I been without a companion?
No,
Ian?
You
no,
have
How
your-
long has
no,
You have Yorl.
Snicknedge go home. Snicknedge go home.
Snicknudge no home?
Are you speaking, Fraz? Oh, I thought you were
No.
unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, I
I'm just
didn't
making
know
a
he was
fucking
unconscious.
ET reference.
Oh,
Nickness find home?
Snicknudge no home.
Does Nick Nash want family?
Snicknudge
Oh,
have
so
family,
he's
as
gonna
I
start a
point at
family with you.
Wait,
As he
I'm
points
sorry,
up
I
at.
couldn't hear that.
Oh, go ahead and repeat yourself, Trent.
What?
I said repeat yourself.
Oh, Snicknudge. I said Snicknudge no home, and then I'm like, and then he asked Snicknudge have family, and I said Snicknudge have family, as I point over at the little Yorl on my shoulder.
It's at this point you notice the small kobold standing, or kind of
I know
holding
you!
onto his shoulder, and Yorl just nods with a wry smile
Get the fuck out of here! Out of there!
and goes back to sitting on Snicknesh's back, not speaking anymore.
Okay.
Uradesh has now fully made a lap around the entire island and has returned.
Can I chase him? I want.
You're gonna chase the tiny dragon, or the tiny kobold?
Yeah, not too much of a waste of energy. Not interested.
It's at this point you find, Snicknesh, you start to hear noises down below of screaming. and then explosions, and the ground rumbles slightly
Where?
down below in the hole that the two came out of.
I'm going in the hole.
Well, you're
You
kind
can
of
certainly
wide,
try.
but yeah. So I'm gonna be honest. It's not gonna be
I'm
easy.
going to yell into the hole very loudly then. An absolute behemoth of a roar.
Okay. Zilpip, give me a charisma saving throw. Snicknesh, give me an intimidation
Charisma
check.
saving throw.
That's 12 plus 5.
Okay.
17.
Alright, let's see. 12.
All right, Zilpip, you suddenly feel frightened as you hear a loud roar of what could probably be a dragon, from all you can tell. Urdesh has also started running the other way.
I speed up.
You also notice as
Not-
you look
not enough
back.
to make a mistake, but just like
Okay.
I need to get this done.
As you look back, you suddenly notice Alice and Urdesh are gone.
Wait, I
Well,
wasn't.
You're
Oh,
not
they're
in the
dead.
room anymore. Yep.
Oh, all right.
I've
Nine.
lost a lot of people today. That's just 2 more.
I yell out, Snicknetch, no!
And Zilpip hears that and can put things together.
Yep.
I'm like, he's gonna eat everyone. We're all doomed. We're gonna die.
As Urdesh runs.
Snicknetch,
Starts
come
running
back!
another lap.
I'm going to chase him. I give chase. Alright. Hello?
DM, are you alive?
DM? Hello?
Nope, he
He's
died.
not on stream. He left.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this might be one of the greatest characters ever made.
He's chasing a tiny kobold.
I mean, who needs intelligence? I mean, honestly, I don't. I poked you and I sent you flying into a hole.
What's your strength?
25.
30?
I got a +7.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Christ, I got a fucking 22.
All right.
Am
Well,
I-
now we
yeah,
know
am I-
who's the tank.
As you hear this Zilpip, you finally manage to put the last few screws in, and Machina is starting to come to.
Refresh the page.
Yeah,
Also, I think you're not in stream anymore.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you left.
Yeah, I went to go take a leak while you guys were talking. I figured.
You missed. Snicknesh said he was gonna chase me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna chase him because he's
Okay.
running around, I suppose. I'm
All
giving
right.
chase.
you're chasing the tiny lizard. Okay, go
I'm giving
ahead.
chase, yes.
Snicknest suddenly remembers what happened the last time he chased a small lizard and remembers how he got sent to a jungle.
Ooh.
No.
I didn't add the other
Good.
thing, everything on your Machina, just the stuff you'd notice.
That
Yeah,
is
I'm looking.
fair. That is fair. This
I kind of
small
want to
lizard-
look at your sheet now.
All right.
What, mine? My character? Yeah, here,
No,
go.
not yours.
No, all I
uh,
did was add the flamethrower. That's all he can see.
And
Okay.
the helmet.
Yeah, and the helmet of the chemist, which I put the notes on. All right, yeah. So Snicknesh, as you start chasing Urdash, after a little while, you manage to catch up to him pretty easily, just due to the fact that you can outdistance him. Urdash, you are frightened as basically you feel like a tiny velociraptor being chased by a T-Rex. As he finally catches up to you and is keeping pace with you. What do you want to do, Urdash?
I'm gonna stealth.
Okay,
Oh my god.
roll stealth.
Okay. 18.
Okay, Snicknesh, roll perception.
6
Okay,
plus 2.
got it. He still sees you and is still following you, Urdash.
I just like fate. Just
Or-
pow.
Urdash just falls over, passes out.
Urdash!
I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna put him on my shoulder, and then I'm gonna carry him back to the hole, and then
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
now
put him
have two.
You now have a
Oh,
kobold
God.
launcher on each side. Okay. As you head back, Zopip and Machina,
Okay,
you finished
I'm-
up.
I'm like slapping him in the face to wake him up.
Machina, you awaken to see a gnome breathing heavily over you with sweat dripping from his head. His hair has somewhat started to stubble out of the top of his head.
Good thing I got a mask on.
Mask on, mask off.
Mask off.
Yeah? Yeah? Huh? Huh? Isn't that?
Get up, get up.
Yeah.
We got problems.
Alright, what's the problem?
Zilfim!
If you want me to
Get
silence
up, get out the hole.
it? Yep. I'm climbing.
As you climb out of the hole, you see Agent A standing there, looking down the beach. As here comes the largest dragonborn you've ever seen. He towers over you, Machina.
Also 8 feet.
Oh, you're also 8 feet. He is standing at the same height, but he is wider than you by a foot.
Yep. That one. Yeah. That one's true.
And he
Alright.
has a glimmering skin color of crystal-like brilliance.
I'm going to stick my head out of the hole.
You see a massive, what looks to be a T-Rex
Yep.
on 2 feet, with arms to match that's bigger than Machina,
That's bad.
coming
Uh,
towards you, carrying Uradash on his shoulder.
Oh, that's not good.
Uradash is
I'm
passed
going
out.
to-
Before you go and kill it,
I'm
I
gonna focus. As Agent A is trying to say that, I'm gonna focus,
Hmm.
and all these swirling, shiny blue, like crystal-like tattoos all across Machina's body start to light up, and he grows to about 3 feet tall.
All right.
10 feet?
I said 20.
20 feet. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Snicknash,
That's
you
more
just
than
see this
triple.
giant Goliath now, just standing in front of you. Half his foot's in the water.
wait. A giant Goliath?
Yes.
Like-
As in a 20-foot Goliath. This thing is huge.
Call me a
Meaning
fucking kaiju,
everything
bitch.
that's inhabited on this island can look up and see it?
Pretty much.
Big figures.
Goliath penis.
No, I still have my armor on. Hopefully. I do, right?
Yep. And
Okay, just
as you
making sure.
do this, Zopip, you suddenly hear a voice behind you. A very tiny voice. Petrification?
Fuck!
I'm going. Do I hear this?
No. Zopip is the only one as he... Well, Janae would as well.
What?
Just a quiet
no.
voice questioning. Petrification?
I'll turn around.
As you turn around, you see the gecko.
God
Oh,
damn it!
imagination.
Constipation, and suddenly your stomach starts to hurt, Zopip.
Alright, I'll play this game.
I wake up, I see giant Machina, I scream again, and immediately just pass back out.
Electrification! And suddenly everyone takes 7, 9.
I have resistance to lightning. Just.
Okay,
FYI.
good. 13, 14.
My hit points
No,
change at all when I.
No, they do not.
Okay.
So that would be 18 points of lightning damage to everyone.
Okay, 18.
What the fuck shot me?
112 out of 130.
Okay, 9 damage. Cool.
I'm just convulsing on his shoulder.
You're just feeling that, Snicknash.
Clear thing.
Nope.
Infantilization.
Gentrification, and suddenly Zopip is no longer. No one else can tell, but Zopip does not look like a man or a woman.
Do I hear what's going on?
You start to.
I
You're
hear
starting.
what's going on.
Yes, Agent A, you can clearly see the gecko. Machina is enlarged and just suddenly got zapped. And Uradesh is being zapped on Snicknesh. Snicknesh, all you see is that Zilpip has turned and is just looking at something.
I want to see this. What's going on?
It looks at
I
Zilpip.
go-
Automation.
What'd you say, Zilpip? Zilpip?
Auta-
Go ahead.
automatization.
Ammonification. And suddenly a pile of musket balls pops up right next to Machina's foot.
Specialization.
Teleportation.
Oh dear.
And all of you.
Predestination.
All right, Zilpip, where do you want to go?
I want to go to my mama.
Place where I belong. All right. As you suddenly find yourself, Snicknesh, Uradesh, well, Uradesh is passed out, Machina, who's now small again, and Agent A, all of you are now standing in the throne room of the Gnomish capital, where a woman with long white hair is sitting, staring at some paperwork as she's talking to an ambassador in Gnomish. She just looks up, looks at Zilpip, goes back to her paper.
Hey,
How-
mom.
How are we here?
At least we're not decapitated right away.
I am confused, scared, and angry all at the same time.
I use calm emotions before shit goes down.
I am screaming.
You are suddenly calm, Snicknesh, halfway through your scream.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'm fine. And I just plop down and take a nap.
Okay. You
When he
fall
plops,
asleep.
I fall off of his shoulder and smack into the ground.
You fall asleep. You land on Uradesh, using him as a body pillow. Uradesh, you are being crushed by a 600-pound lizard.
Is he also gonna
Is the
finish an
lizard with
Uradesh?
us?
What was
Is the little lizard with us?
Yes, Snicknesh. Oh no, the gecko is not with you.
Aw.
Is
Uh,
Nicknash also gonna finish on Uradash's back?
That's a callback if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, that's a callback from episode 1.
Yeah, of the time fuckers. Never forget Port Outler was never again the same. So Pip, your mother looks up, puts the paperwork down, sighs heavily. Yes, I should have figured I'd be seeing you sooner than later. What do you need, my son?
You hear about what happened at Dragon's Gate?
Well, it's only been a few days. I'm assuming that you're referring to the attack from the High Elves, which in that case, yes, I heard that you were successful. Also, why is there a giant lizard laying on a smaller lizard in my throne room?
I
You
have
see, like,
no
my
idea who
hand,
they
like,
are.
twitching underneath him.
I think you're gonna lose one of your pets.
Okay. Anyway,
Ignores it. Snicknesh's armpit starts to rumble slightly.
Oh my god.
traumatization.
The smell is fouler than anything you've ever breathed in, Uradesh.
Thank
You
God I have a mask on.
You
Not
suddenly
as bad as my
miss.
loincloth.
You suddenly miss the smell of the ooze.
Not as bad as my loincloth.
Snicknesh is starting to be
gonna-
tickled. Yes,
Focus and shrink Machina down.
Machina's already back
8
down to
feet
size.
again. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, so some stuff went down, and I'm gonna spend the next couple minutes just catching her up.
As you finally finish up explaining everything, she just looks at you and says, how is it that every time you come to me, it's only when you're in trouble? I swear you're just like your father. He only showed up when suddenly he was getting his butt kicked by those dragon-born bastards. No offense to the fat one down there.
As a tempest.
Every
That's
time,
Hayden snoring.
you know,
Yeah, that's
your father was a great and brilliant scientist, but God, was he terrible when it came to combat, I tell you. And every time he'd do the same thing. But we're family. You're my only heir. Oh, your brother's dead, by the way. Anyways,
Oof.
Jesus,
Uh,
casually throwing that out there.
Just
It's
oh hey.
should look.
yeah,
Zopip realized his mother was never exactly the sentimental type.
I mean, you know me. I grew up in a brutal family.
Yeah, you thought Zopip was bad. At least he cares about you a lot. She like,
Can I use the tentacle rod to tickle Snecknej to try to get out?
yes, and Snicknesh, please give me a wisdom or an intelligence saving throw to see if you manage to keep your cool while this is happening.
that's a 1 minus 1, so no.
Oh my God.
Snicknesh suddenly starts laughing and rolling like crazy. Uradesh, you find yourself more often crushed than not as
see
he
you
keeps
flat
rolling
as a
back and
pancake.
forth. Finally, Snicknesh rolls over just enough for Uradesh to get up.
Hey, Urdash, put on some clothes. You're in front of royalty here.
I don't have clothes, remember?
Why is
Seeing,
your dragon born covered or not clothed?
seeing as I'm awake now,
I'm a
I'm gonna get,
kobold.
He fell into some goo. It
Oh,
happens. You
good.
know.
No, I don't want to know. Now, seeing as you've given me a circus to deal with, let me get straight to the point. I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say you're gonna ask me for my assistance in getting your city back, or at least getting vengeance on the dwarf known as Tenem. I'm gonna make this clear. I don't have the troops right now. I'm currently at war with the Holy Dwarven Empire. I'm also beating the crap out of these dragonborn bastards that keep trying to poke my defenses. That damn Toutler is no joke. And to be honest, I really have no interest in helping you, but I will give you sanctity and let you stay here for as long as you need, and any resources that I can provide, I'm happy to provide. However, the engineering corps will not be allowed to be of use to you. The last time you almost blew up the school.
Jesus
Fair.
Christ.
Can he at least grab the
They couldn't
blacksmiths?
handle what I was making.
Please
What the fuck are
inform
you making?
please inform your friends to keep quiet as they are not allowed to speak at my court. I don't
Oh,
allow
jeez.
lesser beings to speak in front of me. Now,
Fair.
Does that count me?
Shut up.
she pulls out a crossbow. Very mean
I'm gonna
looking
start
crossbow.
I'm gonna start looking for food while this is
I
going
hide
on.
behind Agent A when she pulls the crossbow out.
You
I
try
noticed that.
to hide behind Agent A, who is much thinner than you, and you
I
stick
cast
out.
Hold Person on the now wandering Snicknej.
God damn it, I'm hungry.
Snicknesh's
Give me
feet. Snicknesh's feet keep moving, but he can't figure out why he's not moving.
meat.
So, what is it exactly you are looking for? Am I correct in the thought that you are just looking for my assistance in my army, or are you actually looking just for some sanctity?
Just shelter.
Well, then you are welcome to take up your brother's orders. As for your pets here, I have a stable out back that you are welcome to store them at.
Alright.
Good. Now, if you will leave my presence, I have much work to do. There's a lot to deal with. That fool caused me more issues than I expected. The damn bronze masks. Only
Wait,
rebels
Yeah.
left. Yes.
uh, uh, when you said the chameleon gecko was like a 10-minute spell thing, right? Teleportation there and then we are teleported back.
Yeah, that's theoretically what the
How long
gecko
has
can do.
it been?
You don't know.
Fuck.
The gecko, though, Zopip, as you retire to your room, and the rest of the party is shoved into what is basically a glorified barn full of other slaves and what looks to be different dwarves, humans, a Yuan-Ti, abomination, a couple of genocide, a good amount of dragonborn, all in chains and kind of being ordered around by other gnomes. Zopip, you find the gecko sitting at the desk in the bedroom as you enter into the royal prince's bedroom.
Conversation.
How are you doing?
Oh my god, it actually talks.
Jesus Christ.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank
well,
you for bringing us here. Appreciate it.
I mean, you got wiped out. Your entire family got wiped out. All your friends are dead. Those that you're traveling with now are basically gonna be turned into slaves. Yeah, you're not doing too hot.
Yeah, but you can't see me cry under the mask.
I mean, I can. To be fair,
Conceal, don't feel, baby.
To be fair, I see everything, including the fact that currently, and as they're talking, Uradesh, you feel handcuffs being put around you and leg cuffs and a collar. As one of the gnomes is doing this, talking, basically knocking you around.
Stop it! I attempt to whisper into my earring of whisper to Zilpip.
He starts speaking down at his dick. The gnome looks very disturbed by this, takes the collar off, and takes the handcuffs, leaving it alone. I don't want... Father, I don't want this slave. This one's weird. And he leaves. Father, I'm
Wait a second,
disturbed.
You have a cock ring and an earpiece?
I have an earring of whisper that I put on my dick.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my fucking god.
Machina
I
is
love
just
that.
sitting there sighing.
I love that.
Alright, Zilpip. You can continue your conversation with the gecko.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I don't really know who you are. I don't know why you helped. I like that you're pretty chaotic.
Would you like to make a deal?
I don't do deals.
Ah, what a shame.
Indeed. What is it you want?
I have my fun. Preferably, I would not like to have a cock ring with an earring on it, but you know, that's a first goal here.
That is a good goal.
Otherwise, I enjoy watching the world in chaos. That is my fun, if you will. It gets lonely being as old as I am and watching history pass.
Hey, by all means, I get that. Not the old. I'm still pretty young, but chaos.
Yes, but the chaos I bring is much funnier. Like this, as he snaps his fingers, and suddenly Agent A is standing in front of you butt naked.
What the fuck? Why me? I try and cover myself.
You're right. That is funny.
Glorification, as it looks at Agent A.
Oh no.
Flotation.
Agent A is floating in the air.
This is embarrassing.
You spin me right.
Fuck you,
Oh yeah.
Agent A starts
Calibration.
spinning like crazy.
Explosive revolution, but yeah.
This should be fun. Duplication.
Oh dear.
Agent A, you suddenly feel your stomach growing larger and larger, blimping out.
What the fuck?
Agent A's
Mitosis.
pregnant now?
As soon as the rotation stops, Agent A, a monkey pops out. And it starts to transform into a small version of Agent A.
Is that a euphemism?
It popped out. If you've ever seen Bruce Almighty, you know what I'm referring to.
Ugh.
I'm gonna start, just chaos shaping a little bit. Just kind of moving some air around my fingers into metal and into lightning and into
Okay.
gas again, and I'll say creation.
What?
Teleportation. And Agent A suddenly teleports back into the
Why
barn,
me?
naked. The monk.
Oh, hey, there's two of us now.
And
Am I in
as
there?
well, yeah, Snickness, you're in there with Machina as well in this barn. Agent A is naked and has a second mini version of him. It looks at you lot and then climbs right back up into him.
What the fuck? I don't know this.
It's
I don't
painful.
own this.
And Agent A suddenly is back to being naked still by
Is there
himself.
any like? Is
How
there any
does it feel to be smaller than a kobold?
No, I'm still at my original height. There's
He
just
is.
a
No,
tiny
I wasn't
version.
talking about your height.
Oh, can I
Oh,
kill you?
It's very
I'm-
bearded.
prison check, prison check, prison
Fuck
check.
off.
DM.
What?
Is there a cow in here?
There's
It is a
not.
barn. Is there a horse in here?
No, there are humans, other dragonborn, much smaller dragonborn, a few gnomes, a few dwarves, and that's about it. And a Yuan-Ti abomination.
I speak to
I'm
Snicknez
tempted-
Yuan-Ti
in
abomination.
Draconic.
I'm tempted to eat the yuan tea.
It doesn't
I
look tasty. Go ahead, Uradesh.
I speak to Snicknez and Draconic, and I'm like, if you eat one, I get the bones.
I just grunt in acceptance.
The others start backing away. The other slaves start backing away slowly to the walls, giving
I
Snickness a
just
wide
face
berth.
palm. Why am I dealing with idiots?
Machina's just sitting there quietly pondering. All right. Zopip, coming
Got it.
back to you. What, Machina?
Nothing.
Okay. Coming back to you, Zopip.
Yeah.
The gecko continues to
turn.
look at you, smiling with a wry smile.
I got 3 for you. Radiation, creation, damnation.
Nuclear explosion. So would you like to be teleported in front of Tenem, or shall I return to where I once was? The choice is yours, young one. However, there are other options for where you might go, where you might seek, what you might do. Though do know, if you avoid thou's destiny. And he coughs for a second. Sorry, don't know where that came from. You're basically your mom's gonna end up dead if you leave, if you don't go deal with this sooner or later, because you know Tenem's an asshole. Just gonna be blunt here.
Yeah. No, yeah, I hear you.
Also, really watch the giant dragonborn. I think he's trying to eat the tiny dragonborn.
Good to know. Vacation, bud.
Vacation, and immediately all of you are teleported to the beach in the Gnomish territories. Agent A is still naked.
Me too.
Beach.
As you guys find yourself on this nice white sanded beach, seashells all about, a nice table full of a long table full of food placed out, all favorites of the player characters. Drinks and alcohol being served by a very young looking gnomish woman. And an umbrella set out with a few chairs and tables just to chill out. All has been set up as you requested. And that is where we will end today's session. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this impromptu D&D session. I am your Dungeon Master. I've been your host. These players are the Grim Legacy, and we will see you Saturday.
Bye.
Yeah.
Snickness.
No.